Hello everyone, welcome. Sorry about the delay initially there, people in Discord, and actually other places too, if there are people waiting in other places. The initial delay was, I won't go into too much detail. For some reason, OBS lost the ability to see my NVIDIA graphics card. So, restarting fixed it though. How is everyone doing? So I thought today, as I announced in the Discord server, I thought today I would do a variety stream with various different topics, depending on what people want. Let's just make sure that we got... let's make sure that we've got connection just fine through Discord. You guys hear me okay in Discord? Let's just make sure that it's still sharing. Yeah, it looks like it. All right, fantastic. Right, how is everyone? How is everyone's Christmas? Sorry, Chad, just 1 second. There we go. You guys in Discord, you should be able to hear and see me fine. Good. I know that through the VLC feed, there is a strange colors thing. So on Discord, the colors will be off, but it's not a big problem. And I do know how to solve it as well. I'm not going to do it right now, though. So another new feature that is ready today, but has not been actually implemented yet, is for the Stream Boss. I told you all about the new weighting that I would do, the new balancing, based on it's higher just after a contribution. It gets gradually higher since the last one, while I'm streaming, but not as fast as before. And then every day since the Stream Boss became Stream Boss, the multiplier goes up a little bit. That is now ready, but not actually enacted. So I'll be getting a display on my end to show me what the status of that is, so I can understand if it's working properly. And you'll also notice in the sidebar here that the patron focus is back. So if a patron, like Denialist, sends a message, the message will briefly glow and it will appear larger as his is currently. So if you have the patron role, which is now automated, then your message will be highlighted. Git's messages, as you can see there, are as well. Git became a patron today. Shit is full old Ging stream or Ginge stream? Don't know. Yes, the shit is full thing. I'm aware of that meme. I'm not sure I want to be, though. That's interesting. So, one of us. Yes, indeed. Well, he's got the Chad icon now in Discord. Let's let's not ask what shit is full is. It's a bad meme. I don't expect it to last. Right, so let me just I'm going to spend a few minutes waiting for people to hop in before I go on with the actual premise here, the actual gimmick of the show. Give me a second. I'm just going to connect to my remote server so I can see the information about the new Stream Boss waiting. All right, there won't be any of that yet, but it should come up as things change. It should be here. We can turn that off for now. And then what I'll also do, because it's probably for the best for now, is turn that off. Okay. Load. As long as that starts back up properly, then I will go on with the show. And it should display the numbers that I know the numbers are working properly. I'll come back to that in a sec. Right. So, what else has happened since last time? Yeah, let's do some community stuff since last time. Since last time, a certain member of the server went on a little excursion and did something base for the sake of Cabal. I think he posted it publicly, so I doubt he would mind if people know who did it. But here it is. It's the Cabal icon on a beach. And this was posted by Zane. And then there is another one here of a close-up of the icon. So that's two members of Cabal now who have, or their spawn have, placed this icon somewhere in the real world. So that's pretty good. Our influence is spreading. Cabal prevails. Will next time at the beach. Sounds good. Get. You'll also notice another small change. The images in the background no longer scale up and down because the way it was handling in a Firefox didn't look very good. Now it sort of rotates slightly. I might not keep those effects. They're just sort of flexes that I can do cool stuff. Capstasher says you want us to do this more often. Sure, why not? Just as long as you take a picture. It's unlikely to have a big effect in the real world, but it'll have an effect on our own morale. And if you put Cabal Prevails, people might find their way back here. Of course, people might find their way back here who are not favourable and start accusing us of encouraging vandalism. Don't vandalism. Just put it where you have permission to put it. Do not crime. All right, fantastic, Arbla. Yeah, so, that's another thing. One other person did send me a stream key. I think it was, well, I won't say who, but I didn't set that up yet. But yes, Arbla, Arbla, go ahead and link the stream that's on your channel, because Operation Arcane Storm is in effect. The original plan for Arcane Storm was to do it all at once, was to gather up like 20 or 30 stream keys and just stream all of them all at once the first time. But I think the more gradual method makes more sense, which is what we're doing now. So, I do have some memes today. So the idea of today's stream, let me just show you this first quickly, actually. I think this is by Doughty Bill. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And it's just a Christmas edition, a Christmas menagerie of all the Cabal members, or lots of the Cabal members. You got Rogel there, you got Chase, you got Yiz, Duck, Velicus and Meat Bun, surprisingly prominent as well. Equilibrium, Theo, Driven, Wig, 3, Marsh, Farfetched. And then there's this weird yellow and blue thing on the right here. No one really knows what this sad, angry little creature is, but we know we hate it, and we must destroy it. Am I right, Cabal? Press 1 if it must be destroyed. Fantastic. So I think there was going to be some sort of trial for Ebb. I think he's done something else. I can't remember what it was, but he probably deserves it. Jack, it's easier to look up guides in general rather than asking around here, but someone might be willing to tell you. I will at some point write a quick guide in the server to allow people more easily to get their stream key to me. But it's basically just freely franchised content, my content on your channel, and you can do with it whatever you want. I may impose 1 or 2 restrictions, i.e. that you have to link back to the original and say that it's a mirror. But other than that, I'm not going to impose much, really. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the server. All right. So I've got a display running which shows the multiplier on the current system and the multiplier on the new system. Currently, they're both at 1. The days coefficients at 1, the hours coefficients at 0, and the minutes coefficients at 0. They combine together. So if someone, and this is not a request, just if someone does, if someone sends a contribution today, hopefully someone will, then I should get data on that. As soon as it sends in, no matter how big the contribution, the multiplier on my screen, it won't appear on the main display yet, the multiplier on my screen should jump up to 3, I think. It might be 2, but it's 2 or 3 for 5 minutes, and then go down 1 for 5 minutes, and then go back down. So I think it would be 3, then 2, then 1 for 5-minute intervals. So contributing soon after someone else keeps the multiplier higher, and it's a really good way to hit the stream boss hard. And then I think it's roughly every 2 days, but with a significant fall off. So it's every 2 days, but slower gradually. The multiplier also goes up since every 2 days since the original stream, the newest stream boss was added. And then also every 2 hours it goes up by 1. Every 2 hours that I have been streaming since there was a contribution, it also goes up by 1. So that's how it will work. And you won't see that yet, but I will on the back end whenever someone contributes. So I thought that given 1 or 2 comments recently and today, and this has been going on for a while, to be honest, that people are not feeling so interested in politics because it's kind of depressing, and maybe for other reasons too, and that's completely understandable. I'm feeling a similar way, that I should do more of other kinds of streams. Now, most of my audience aren't here for those kinds of streams, but a lot of you are not interested as much in politics streams, so I figured I haven't done a politics stream for a while. I should cover some politics, but why not just let the audience decide every time? Now, maybe there's problems with this. Maybe it gets too onerous or too awkward to have to ask you all. But what I was thinking of doing is I will send a message in the live chat in a few minutes, and the reactions to that message will determine what we do. Now, I will probably give you options that are numbered, but you can react with whatever the hell you want. And if a reaction that is not one of the numbers I gave wins, we will interpret what that means and do that, as long as it's plausible. Like, there's only a few things that we can do, especially because a lot of things require prep. So that's the plan. Today I have, and let me just check quickly, I have plenty of news, a fair few memes, not a whole lot of memes, and then I don't have any games open, but I can get some fairly quickly. So if you guys do pick gaming first, then you have to give me 5-10 minutes to pick a bunch of games. Or I won't pick a bunch. I'll just find one player and then find the next one player, which probably work better. So I suppose I shall begin the voting now. At some point, I will improve this and make it automated if it's successful. Today is the trial run of this kind of stream. So I've sent a message. 1, to do politics. 2, to do memes, and 3, to do indie games. And then we'll do it again a bit later, maybe when we get bored. So I reserve the right to creatively interpret the emoticons, the reaction images. If you all vote for the Ahegao one, then if Zane is here, I'll get him on and have him read a funny line as selected by chat. Or if Dai is here, or if anyone volunteers. But it will just be a quick thing. All right, so this idea so far not working very well. I probably should refine it so that one serious option gets chosen. You know, anyone right now, anyone could choose 1, 2, or 3. And it would probably be done. Yes, it is Cabal. And that's fine. I'm just not sure how to interpret that. 3 of 12 volunteered, apparently. It's 3 of 12 here. I don't think they are. I think Velicus might have just volunteered 3 of 12. Which is, you know, fitting of 3 of 12. Alright, we have some votes for 4. We have some votes for B and C. And we have 1 vote for yes. Oh, 1 vote for 1. Mr. M wants politics. Well, politics is currently in the lead. So... Alright, so I'm guessing, chat, that by... Oh, what's that noise? Oh, I think I know. Hold on. Not sure if you guys can hear that. Yeah, okay, I knew what that was. So, if we do go with the Ahegao face, I assume that you guys want me to live stream creating an OnlyFans account, yeah? Is that what I'm supposed to interpret? Or shall I creatively interpret something else? 3 of 12 says yes. Congratulations, 3 of 12. You've fallen into my trap. I was trying to get you to talk, to acknowledge your presence, and to prepare you, to call you a hypocrite if you denied the option of coming on the stream and reading out a stupid line. All right, chat, now that you have voted for the Ahegao option, give me something fairly short for someone to read out. and then we'll get them on to read it out. And you could even choose the pitch shift if you want. Pitch shift, bidding war is now open. I want you all to vote on who you want. Yes, I love democracy. I want you all to vote on who you want to read the line from chat. It won't be me. Maybe another time, but not this time. And I also bidding is open for tip.oozloo.net to change the pitch of the guests. All right. So, voting is open. Who do you want to come on and read something? How about Driven? Driven, you up for reading something stupid? And which line should be read? Driven says yes. Naked, that's horrible. All right, vote on these lines that get posted, these copy pastors. Oh Jesus, Capstasher posted it immediately. All right, so currently the option you just spammed the chat with this stupid copy pasta. Currently, the winning vote is Driven has volunteered. 3 of 12 has not volunteered, but I suspect they'd be willing to do it. And Naked Invaders copy pasta has the most of one kind of vote. So currently, Naked Invaders copy pasta, the Nietzsche Uwu version is winning, and I need you all now to vote on Driven or 3 of 12 to read it. And again, don't forget, pitch. The audio pitch of the person reading it out can be changed if you use tip.oozloo.net. You can contribute and just ask for up or down with the pitch. That's open now, and I will change it. And as soon as they come on, they'll be talking in that pitch. Yeah, but Jack is not long enough. I guess a lot of people have said that to you. 3 of 12 says that they're terrified. This is what democracy has selected. 3 of 12. They voted for the Ahagao face. All right, I'm going to need to copy the line that Naked Invader sent. Actually, the other one, the Capstasher's line, has more votes, but it is much longer. So I think I'm going to make an executive decision that we're using the Uwu Nietzsche line. Voting on that has now closed. Yeah, I don't feel like killing myself, so I think I won't. So what's the opinion? Let's do a 1 for Driven and a 2 for 3 of 12. And that doesn't obligate either of them to do it either. This is just what you would prefer. 1 for Driven to read it, 2 for 3 of 12 to read it. It's not just the sound, Jack, it's also what you say with it. So don't worry about that. Well, 3 of 12, you have been volunteered. 3 of 12, ping me when you're ready to come on. Dighty Bill says, make the Santa Nietzsche quote in Uwu speak and 2. I don't have a Santa and Uwu-ified version of the Nietzsche quote. We just have the Uwu Nietzsche quote. If 3 of 12 does not ping me or they don't want to come on, we will have to pick someone else. Jack is posting memes that are intended to mock him. Perhaps he thinks he is embracing the bullying, but he is in fact still just cringe. I wonder if 3 of 12 would genuinely prefer me to just drag them on forcefully and then use peer pressure, rather than them having to actually send something to me to acknowledge their willingness. All right, I've been pinged. 3, an honor and a pleasure. Your intellectual abilities are always appreciated on my streams. However, today you are here for something else.
You fucking liar. I've never been on your streams in an intellectual capacity.
That's absolute nonsense. I maybe.
Let's get this over with.
All right, just one more thing. First, I just need you to wait with bated breath quickly. Hold on a second. All right, you don't need to do the coom noises. Di isn't here. Okay, we'll check on the stats.
Yeah, we have
it
it recorded for that.
Okay, connection made. Okay, fantastic. Right. One more change that I'll tell you guys about quickly is that the display, the voice display, well, that should now completely ignore me rather than just not displaying me, which means that if 3 of 12 talks at the same time as I am, his thing should still appear. It'll be a bit smoother. So 3, say something.
Ooh.
Testing.
Testing. Ooh.
It works. I'm proud of myself. All right, fantastic.
Good.
All right, 3. Do you have the text that you're going to say ready?
No. What is it?
In that case, give me a second. I'll make it. I'll make it presentable.
You fucking degenerates.
Well, I mean, you can call them degenerates all you like, but remind me which one is the one that's going to read it.
That's a good point.
I mean, no one in chat's reading. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe you can press gang them into reading it afterwards. All right, give me a second. I will now share the screen. Hopefully it will not crash anything. You should be able to access the share screen now if you click on it, and the screenshot is front and center.
Oh, alrighty. Oh no, it's this one. God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves, the murderers of our murderers? What was holiest and mightiest of all, that was word, as yet owned as wed us to death, unto our own knives. Who would wipe this blood off us? What water is there for us to clean ourselves? What festivals of atonement, what sacred games shall we have to invent? Is not the greatness of the deed too great for us? Must we ourselves not become gods simply to appeal worthy of us? Oh, could we get... Oh, okay.
You cut out at the ooh-woo. Would you mind doing it again?
Ooh-woo.
It cut out again! You have an anti-ooh-woo filter on your mic.
It must be clipping. Ooh-woo.
There you go, that worked. Chat, I hope you're fucking happy with your choice. I hope this was fucking worth it. Press 1 if you're happy with this choice, chat. All right. Another
Is this
vote.
what gets me on the cigar stream?
All right. So if in the next few minutes we get any contributions on tip.oozloo.net asking about changing the pitch, then I will officially kindly request and socially pressure 3 of 12 into reading it again with the modified pitch. Until then, how was your Christmas tree? We'll take a few minutes to chat while we wait for that, and then we'll do another vote in a few minutes if nothing else comes up.
Actually, it was nice. My father came over and we made dinner and we shared gifts. And I, had a nice day off from work, considering welcome to Costco. I love you.
See, chat, 3 has a good relationship with his father. Never would have guessed that,
I
would
do.
you?
I do have a good relationship with my father.
Based. Chat, give him a round of applause for being a man of his persuasion and having a good relationship with his father is very impressive and rare, honestly. So, yeah, round of applause, everyone. Round of applause. Golf clap is permissible.
Single sound of fapping.
Well, at least I have a camera on to prove that's not what it is. This time. I mean, every time.
This time, every time. For the last time. Yeah, I'm tempted to get an eggnog bourbon just to ready myself for how shit this is about to be.
Well, no one's sent in contributions for pitch yet. I'm very disappointed. I'm just going to drop the link just in case anyone would find that more convenient. It's of course up to you, chat, but I think it might be enjoyable to hear what 3 of 12 sounds like with a very low pitch.
Ooga booga where the white women at.
Manly 3 of 12 reading out an uwu speak paragraph. Or perhaps an even more feminine one.
God.
All right, I'm going to give you a free sample, chat. Are you ready? All right, 3. Speak up.
Okay, I'm here.
It's so masculine. What the hell?
What?
I pitched you
Okay.
down. See, chat, that's what you're missing out on.
You might find this funny, but when I used to play online on PS3 back in the day, I actually used the pitch shift feature on it too, so people wouldn't accuse me of being a squeaker.
Why have you admitted that, 3? That was a bad idea to admit. it's a good thing to bring up, but it's not a good thing to admit, I don't think.
It fucking worked, so I thought I was clever for, like 14-year-old boy.
Well, if I turn this off, you're now a 14-year-old boy again. And I can make you even younger. Let's Epstein in chat. We're now at 4.4 semitones.
Well, I mean, I am like 7. That's the meme, right?
2.3 semitones, maybe a bit more realistic. Yes, sure. You are you are age equals not much.
I like how that meme even says next to my name, he.
Oh. Git says, low pitch, read the Navy SEALs copy pasta. If anyone has the Navy SEALs copy pasta, I'm sure it's not difficult to get. Paste it in chat and we'll get it up.
Is that the one when he says, I've killed over 300 people, shut the fuck
Fuck if you little bitch.
I did a pitch shift in the middle of your sentence. Your balls dropped. All right, he's at -1 semitone. I tell you what, actually, for this, I will go -1.5 semitone. 3 should now sound like just slightly above normal pitch. And there you go. Naked Invader has sent the copy pasta. Get that up now.
So me on a bad day. Okay, gotcha.
You've just woken up.
Yeah.
All right.
To be fair, I have just woken up.
Oh, nice. Well, the copy the sentence is there. And chat, if you really want, I will read it as well with a pitch down. But only if the contributions are sufficient.
Aren't you happy, Uzulu? This is one of your VTuber videos where they call them when they just get up.
Oh yeah. Are you also naked?
No.
Wait, don't answer that.
No, I can assure you I'm not
No,
naked.
3, stop trying to answer. I don't want to know. Please stop exposing yourself to chat. They're too young.
All right. I'll do it. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs and have been involved in numerous secret raids in Al-Qaeda. And I have over 300 confirmed kills. I'm trained in guerrilla warfare and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision the likes of which have never been seen on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I'm contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out pathetic little thing you call life.
I'm not feeling intimidated, 3.
Because it's pathetic. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways. But that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps. And I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down upon you. Maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you couldn't. You didn't, and now you're paying for the price, you goddamn idiot. I'll shit fury all over you, and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Chat, are you feeling intimidated? Are you pretty sure this guy does actually have 300 confirmed kills? He's got a pretty deep voice after all. Capstash is quaking in his or her boots. Invader's feeling aroused. 3, I may have pitched you down to a similar level to that of a sheep. Naked Invader is, after all, Welsh.
A sheep fucker. I see. Bah. Bah. Bah.
You still managed to sound high-pitched even through the pitch shift. All right, if anyone wants me to read this out now in a low pitch, then request it via tip.oozloo.net.
I'm gonna get so clipped for this. Be saying bah!
Finally, someone will be clipping my streams for all the wrong reasons. Invader, why are you hitting on someone that you think is a sheep?
What the fuck?
Yeah, Wig chase into the
happening?
chat.
I should take up smoke. Why does everyone say that? I should take up smoking.
Right, I mean, chat, press 1 if right now 3 of 12 sounds like a aspiring dominatrix who has the voice but not the attitude.
Yeah, I definitely don't have the attitude.
Chat, if you would like to get anyone else on to read lines who's not currently in voice, just ping them. One person does come to mind. I'm not sure if they are around right now. Yakuza side quest in audio form. I haven't played that game. She's pinging Moo.
Play those.
Moo, Zane, and Ebb. Good choices.
Say dummy mommy. Okay, there you go. I said dummy mommy.
I was talking over it.
Yes, need dummy mommy. But you've heard that plenty of times before.
Yeah, you say it all the time. You won't stop saying it.
Because need dummy mommy.
It's like if I say need tomboy. Everyone's heard it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, need tomboy too. You know? I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
I was going to say don't be greedy, but yeah, my mistake. You're just being desperate.
Maybe a little. It's been a while. Let's just say it's been a while.
Jack, probably what I should do is prevent you from interacting in Cabal as a gift to Cabal. Merry Christmas, everyone. press 1 if Jack is to become a read-only member of the server. It's true, we all need Tomboy. I suppose if you guys had any sense, right, you would have voted for the Tomboy emoticon on the initial what we're going to do today vote, and then we could do Tomboy review. Ironically, I would, given the state of democracy, I've done it. I creatively interpreted the emoticon that you used. I think what I will say is that we're going to deny the same thing twice. So even if now the Ehegao face gets 100 votes, we'll just ignore it.
See, this is why democracy is flawed and you need a republic instead.
I will agree that pure democracy is flawed. However, in a group this small, I think it's all right. I think the social pressure is somewhat in effect, and the flaws in the system are, in fact, due to just the variance of the personality and the flaws of the system itself, more so than the way that people interact with it, I suppose. Oh no, Capstasher is up the ante. Why?
Oh, no.
Why is there so much like stage directions there?
Yeah.
Why is there walks away everywhere in it? But they never come back. They're always walking away. Put stage directions in brackets. Yeah, might make sense. Maybe better to either that, yes, or just put a backslash at the beginning so it keeps the stars there. That'd be good, Wig. I wouldn't mind doing that, Wig. We should get more people on to read that out, but I wouldn't mind doing that. I'd maybe even be willing to voice Kirito in that, Or no, I guess I'd probably be the narrator. We'd need to get someone else on for Kirito.
No. You
Yeah,
want me
no.
to read essay?
Yeah, I know, ironically, Wig. If you want to do that, just get people to vote for it. We have to become like nano political parties now for these votes. We're currently in the run up to an election. We're in election season, so you should all be advocating for what you ever want to vote for. The gloppening. Yeah, Wig, if you propose an emote for the essay you're reading, we'll find it. All right. Is everyone ready to move on to the next thing then? There you go. Vote away. Again, 1 for politics, 2 for memes, 3 for indie gaming, or whatever else for whatever else. Theoden's speech, but high-pitched. Holy shit. Would that be, which of Theoden's speeches? I'm guessing Death, right? The Pelennor Fields one. There's also the speech, what can men do against such reckless hate or something along those lines, after he loses, not Aemma, the other one. Theodred,
Inshallah,
his son.
I shall have my revenge
Revenge for what exactly?
for this.
Oh. All right, let's see what they're voting for. We have got, currently the leading is 4 votes for 2, which is memes. Oh,
Okay.
no one has determined what the SAO vote is. Oh, okay. It's Wig says the SAO vote is Pepe Cry, which currently has 2, so it's not far off. Tomboys is tied with memes. So the premise for those that don't know is you have to be in Discord. You have to vote on the message that I put in chat with an emote. Tomboys has taken the lead. So is it about to be Tomboy review? Is Bright here? No, in which case I'm going to have to improvise. Supply my own Tomboys. I think any of these features that don't have much mileage, we won't do for long. A Tomboy review, a lot of people probably aren't interested in it. We did this section for like 10, 15 minutes. We'll probably do the same for the Tomboys.
I mean, I could review some Tomboys.
You're welcome to stay on if you like.
I don't have it where to be.
Good point, Alexander. Pinging Bright, yes. Right, so let's have a look. I will close the voting in about 10 seconds. AC says, why do Tomboy review in the middle always end with Tomboys? Well, that may be a compelling argument. Let's see if people go along with that. Switch back to this for now. Don't know what that is, Naked Invader. But Femboy Edition. AM speech, I'm not sure what that is. If you guys want to do Theoden's Pelennor Fields speech with someone reading it, maybe with a pitch shift, then figure out what the vote for that is. Maybe use a sword or something. Or a horse for the vote. Is Bright not available? Bright, if you are available, they have, in fact, the voting is actually tied between Tomboys and memes. So I will wait. Sudden death. Whichever one of them changes next, that's what's going to happen. Either up or down. Oh, memes got it. It was close. It was close. We'll. I'm sure Tomboys will get it next time, but we'll do memes now. Memes just about got it first, so we'll do memes. I'm sure that we will get time to do Tomboys later in the stream, though. And perhaps Bright will be more available then. Had to give it to me because we're doing an RP today. Okay, Bright, fair enough. Well, Bright, if you happen to be able to, if you have any like good new ones, drop them in the Tomboys channel. But that's totally up to you. There's plenty of good ones in there. Probably what I would do for the Tomboy review is I'd go through the Tomboys channel in this server for a bit, just scroll up and give a short commentary in each one. And then probably if I run out of things from there, which is unlikely, I would just go into the Tomboy Discord server, the only other acceptable Discord server. And the one that's not affiliated with Cabal. And just go through those. But we're not doing that. We're doing memes instead. I do have some memes. which I will go through now and commentate on. 3 of 12. You are welcome to stay on for that if you want. And what we could have, chat, we could have another thing, actually. For each new section, you can vote to kick the current guest and or get on another one. So how would we do this? Let's type in guest vote. So on guest vote, right, if you put in a kick icon like a foot or something, then we kick 3 of 12. Sorry, 3 of 12, if they vote for that. And other than that, you can also request who you want to be on. Actually, ping me with who you want to be on. If we do replace 3 of 12. And we can have 2. The guest vote, if it gets more kick icons than any other kind of icon, then the guest gets kicked. Otherwise, ping me with who you want to have on, and we can have another person on now for commentary on the memes. Don't make 3's kick request a foot. Yes, I'm aware of the connotations. All right. Don't put me, chat, says Chase. Chase is trying to do a bit of reverse psychology there, I think. All right, there's looks like no one's voting to kick you, 3 of 12. So that's fantastic. You're very popular, clearly. And now, I once again request your intellectual artillery in the important matter of laughing at memes.
Yay. I'm ready to laugh at memes.
Let's see. Let's start with... Oh, that's a story. We'll skip that for now. I may come back to that. That's also a story, but yes, the meme is associated with it. Yes, I saw that, Datty. I'm going to decidedly ignore it. Brutally ignore it. So turn that on and that on. And over we go.
What the fuck?
What?
I saw the one where Ev is being munched on by AOC and I just lost my shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm brutally ignoring. So, human brain cells grown in the petri dish learn to play Pong faster than AI. Mini brains fire off neurons to move the paddle back and forth according to the location of the ball in the video game. So, the meme, of course, is, sweet, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Just like that time that they had that, it was luckily just a concept. The concept of DIY cloned human meat for you to eat, which was just a concept. But this one, I don't think it is. Now, obviously, from a scientific perspective, this is very impressive. But there's also the other perspective, which is those are human brain cells. Now, I understand enough about the way brains work, and that's not much, it's just enough, to know that a small collection of brain cells, especially specifically attuned to one function, is not going to create a human consciousness. However, there are, of course, ethical concerns with using bits of humans for computing. This is not so much, in my opinion, about the problem it poses now, more so about the precedent it sets for later. If we are indeed entering a long-term cyberpunk dystopia, this may well be one of the main flavors of the horrors in our future. I have no body and I must play Pong, says Daddy Bell, yeah.
You might be shocked to hear that this is not new technology. There have been various CPUs built out of human neurons. Well, not human neurons, but neurons of various mammals for over 10 years. And they've been jumping up in complexity by, entire steps of 1,000 very quickly. They went from, 1,000 on a CPU to 10,000 to 40,000 within just a couple of years. This was back in the day. I used to watch a lot of Into the Wormhole on, the Science Channel. I used to be very much so a futurist before it was all corrupted by government ruining everything. Science used to be fun. So I was not really particularly shocked to see that they had managed to use human neurons, considering the fact that they completely ignore ethics now. We just, we just put dogs in nets and, sting them with bees for reasons.
Yeah.
But wasn't particularly shocked when I read this because it reminded me of that when I watched it years ago. but they'd never used human neurons. That's the part that really shocks me, that they'd done that, considering they're not particularly more potent than other mammals. You just have a lot more.
They're just
really.
denser, yeah. Or yes, as you said, that there's more of them in the same space. Yeah. So you may well be more experienced in this than me, so please stop if I get something wrong. But I've been looking into, in the last few months, neural nets for programming, which is very interesting, by the way. And the principle of how they work is, I won't go into detail, but it's basically the same, very similar to how brains work. A bunch of interconnecting nodes which send and then modulate simple one-dimensional signals. I think even like real brains work that way, but neural nets on computers do. They can receive multiple, and they can modulate and send out a signal according to the pattern that's sent in. And with just those basic principles, with a bunch of inputs and a bunch of outputs, and then lots and lots of time, and lots and lots of generations, you can evolutionarily create a working brain, a computer brain. Now, using neurons to do that is maybe just quicker, but otherwise it wouldn't be, as you said, like, it wouldn't be extraordinary to imagine that people had done that. The difference here, of course, is that it's human, and it's doing something that is applicable to most people enough that we can actually understand it. I think possibly a misconception would be that a real conscious person is sitting in the tube playing Pong. No. The fundamental physical mechanisms of the brain, which have nothing to do with personhood on that scale, are being used in a computer instead of digitally supported structures that are similar. That's my interpretation of what's likely to be true. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it is now or in future much more horrifying. If maybe they do create vastly more complex networks, which maybe have emergent properties that would scare the pants off of any philosopher or ethicist. Wouldn't be surprised.
It's certainly possible. The reality of that is that as they've put more neurons into these things, they're going to be capable of more and more circuitry.
Yeah.
And the human brain itself, and this is going to interest a lot of people if you're into this sort of thing. If you were to live an exceedingly long life, you can fit about 200 years worth of memories into the human brain. We have so much more capacity for godhood than we ever realized. And there was this really, really good special on Discovery Channel about how to live to be 1,000 with Adam Savage. And, man, it makes you really realize that with just a tiny chunk of your brain, you can become sentient. Just a tiny. It's very possible that humans could engineer an artificial CPU with enough neurons to develop consciousness, at least the consciousness of a teenager. And the consequences of that would be overwhelming. Okay, I'm getting called. Be back.
Tell them you're already on a call.
Hello.
You're not muted, by the way. There he is. All right. AC, do you want to come on? We're going to try and keep it within the realms of what other people can understand, but if you want to comment on this, you're welcome to. I think we will move on to other memes, though, because it's supposed to be the memes section, not the neural net section. But yeah, go ahead. 3 of 12. Sorry, AC, you've been brought on. Go ahead, comment on this if you like, and then we'll move on to the next meme.
Welcome. Pardon Mike or new mic issues. New operating system.
Okay, no worries. I wonder, have you fixed the cutting out issue?
No, I have. Although I have verified that it is networked, as in I've demonstrated it.
Yeah.
Empirically. The basics of AI that most people need to understand is, I recommend a very great series on YouTube from 3 Blue 1 Brown explaining artificial intelligence from a mathematics standpoint in a way that most people can understand. All you need to know, though, is that it's a very long list of numbers that reference other very long lists of numbers, and this creates a very complex math equation which spits out a multiple choice answer.
Yep.
That's it. You have hundreds of thousands of variables in and like 10 yeses or nos.
Your neural nets are fascinating, partly because they are so simple fundamentally, but they are
Yes.
extremely flexible engines for reasoning that are fundamentally very simple.
And in fact, I see no reason for us to move ever to biological neural networks, other than pure egotistical satisfaction of the experimenter.
Yeah, I was
As in
thinking that. I was
some
wondering
egoist
why.
is trying to achieve it. That's it.
Maybe,
Because
yeah.
digital AIs are reconstructable, reconfigurable, and trainable at such an just in orders of magnitude more efficiently and faster that the only possible reason I can see for constructing an AI out of actual physical neurons is just for the ego trip, or to understand how to put a brain in a jar in the first place. Like, the goal has to either be self-satisfaction or someone genuinely wants your brain in a jar.
Of course, there's the argument that simply by doing this, you understand a lot more about the brain. And you
Yes,
can apply
you do
that
understand
knowledge to other
more,
things. But
but-
building this AI, as you said, I suspect you're right, that the purpose is not for fast computation. It's more so just the intrigue of being able to do something new.
Yes. Now, the whole understanding of brain, there's no reason not to use a mouse or a monkey or any other animal's brain in this circumstance. That there is literally no reason to pick a human's brain here. The mechanism, we already understand the mechanism sufficiently enough that at any point to understand anything meaningful about the human's mind, you would need a whole human's mind in front of you.
Okay, ours in chat is saying energy efficiency, which I could see possibly being true.
Oh, definitely, you can get a biological network significantly more energy efficient, but you would need to construct it in. That's actually a decent argument. You could get this research may be about how to make those AIs from the digital model. Like how to make the biological model imitate the digital model.
Perhaps a way of putting it then, ours, is that, and AC, is that the setup for biological takes a lot more energy and precision, but the operation takes less. Whereas with digital, the setup is very low, but the operation is more. So
And the
this is the
digital
cutting edge of the
actually has
setup.
Digital has significantly higher energy overhead because of because where you're doing it, there's some, and the advantages that biological has for energy efficiency can also be achieved through pure hardware. Like, as in, okay, you have your model for your AI, now let's carve it into silicon as a dedicated physical model.
Yeah, I imagine that's the kind of thing that NVIDIA's Tensor Cores do. In some
Vaguely,
form.
yes.
Yeah. Christmas Duck says, could it be a step towards repairing brain and other nerve damage in humans? Hooking it to the game could be a test for how well the lab-grown cells function, if they would be able to truly replace damaged cells and restore functionality. Bit of a long shot, but possibly. It doesn't seem
Theoretically,
like this is what you would do to test that.
Theoretically, this would have application on replacing the memory layer of the human brain. Theoretically, if people are willing to have their skulls opened and weird jelly smeared all over their brain, I don't see that as very viable.
So I think we'll move on because not everyone's interested in this topic. It's quite techy. But first, Cole in chat, hello again, Cole Childers, suggested the notion that we were saying that it could just magically become conscious or something along those lines. I don't think anyone said that it was particularly likely, but the chances of it growing in complexity to the point that it develops emergent properties that, as I put it, would make an ethicist quiver, not necessarily because it becomes human, but because it's a bit too close for comfort. Even with something small like that, even if you do try and control it, emergent properties could happen there. And if it is human genetics, then that becomes more of a problem. But I'm not trying to imply that it will just become human. I don't think anyone was. which is what it seemed like you were interpreting it as. And as for what consciousness is, we don't need to be able to, like, the idea that it's a discrete thing is a misconception, I think, which you say that you've studied this issue. It seems odd that you have the notion of it being a discrete thing, separate from just high thought. I think it's pretty likely that there is nothing different about a conscious human and a subconscious human other than the complexity of the pattern or the specific pattern. And I know that this is a bit cyberpunk dystopian, and a lot of people in here are into it. The exact opposite of perception of human consciousness and the spirit and all that kind of thing. That's fine, good for you. But still, you don't need to be able to measure it as a discrete thing. It's just a more complex or more specific pattern. He is in Twitch chat, Wig. All right, I think I will move on to the next meme. It was supposed to be a meme, but it was a bit darker than I expected. Next thing. So, this is funny. In a very bizarre statement, Kenosha Assistant District Attorney James Krause tells Wisconsin lawyer ethics investigator that he and T. Claire Binger are not homosexual lovers. Keep in mind, neither I, this is an investigator in the area, nor anybody I have seen have accused them of being such. So this is Krause or Klaus? Yeah, Krause, I think. Or I'm not sure. He wrote Krause. Was the other prosecutor in the Rittenhouse case, and Binger, of course, was the soy boy one. Krause was the fat one. According to this tweet, the fat one has just come out and said, we're not homosexual lovers, even though no one accused them of being that. Now, what I did see is that Binger was being accused of being a homosexual lover with a local judge in the area, but not with Krause. So I wonder if maybe he has dropped himself in that assumption more so by saying that he wasn't in a homosexual relationship. Perhaps they have an open relationship, Binger and the judge. Yes, Oz, he was being called Lunchbox. So chat, what do you reckon? Enter a number for how many people are involved in this homosexual relationship, and then we shall continue. So looking at my code for the Stream Boss thing, I'm glad I didn't enable the new version straight away, because there is a problem with it. But I think I know what it is. I'll fix it for next time. 69. What the hell? I think the answer is either 2 or 3, chat. All right, next thing. Oh, yeah. So this is something that we have for Tomboy Review as well. But this is posted in Cabal recently, and I have opinions, but I'm not sure how certain on them I am. So chat, let's observe. I don't think you can hear that. 1 second. Why would you not be able to hear that? I think I know why. If I do that temporarily, it should work okay. No, it's still not. What the hell? Oh, I set this up before the stream, but then the stream had to be restarted. Okay, that will work now.
Dear white people, you're gonna have to start raising hell. This is not going to stop until you start standing up for yourselves. And if you're one of those people who believes that you are inherently racist because of your skin color, or actually refers to yourself as some shit like colonizer, publicly declaring your ability for self-hatred is not accountability. It's sad, it's pathetic, and it's disturbing. And they will never pick you, no matter how much you pander to them, because honey, they fucking hate you. And if you're one of those people who gets off on that, if you're an emotional masochist with a particular fixation on race, don't you fucking dare drag the rest of us who just share your skin color down with you.
Well, my only question is, who is she? What we've got here is a based tomboy, what would you say, political pundit. So my opinions are Essentially, yes. What do you reckon, chat? Bryce's only question is, what's her phone number? Exactly. Actually, this might be a well-known content creator. Given the format, it's probably not a YouTuber. Years video from 15 years ago, says Wig. Don't think so. Driven says he's in love. So, does anyone happen to know who this is? And if not, we shall have to move on and hope that we hear from her again. I've turned Horus straight by exposing him to the base tomboy. Yes, Invader, no need to go into so much detail. Pay attention to the stream, not to the field outside. Horus, maybe you want to tell your boyfriend that you're straight now. And show him this and see if he turns straight as well. We found the cure. The base tomboy is the cure to homosexuality. What do you two reckon? 3, are you straight now? Well, he's muted, so he's one kind of gay. I'm guessing that 3 is still on call. AC, are you there?
Yes.
What is your opinion?
Tomboy's very based.
She is. Now, I don't want to make it all about the fact that she is a base tomboy. Or, tomboy. Her opinions matter as well, personality. And I can see 2 very nice personalities right there. I mean, I can see she has a very nice personality. But I don't know, it sounds like this is the kind of thing where if this was a male, we probably would think that it's kind of just obviously what they're saying is still fine, but it's a little cringe, a little off the tip of the spear, shall we say, if we imagine we are. It's not far off. And certainly the fact that you combine that with them being a tomboy, it's pretty great. But I think if we were to take the opinions merely as they are, it's not quite as good as if you also consider who it's coming from. But again, it's only one example, but it sits well with my notion that if we are entering a golden age, we are likely to see more tomboys in general. They are, I think, a relic of a golden age, a more pragmatic femoid, and there will
I actually
be.
have a hot take about this one.
There will be more and more males who like this because of the oversaturation of ridiculously and obscenely, disgustingly feminine females, which is not something I'm against in principle, but it's oversaturated and it's to an excessive and as I said, horrendous extent. In its current flavor, they will instead yearn for a pragmatic femoid archetype. Go ahead, AC.
This is the rights equivalent of the actor from the Netflix adaptation of Cowboy Bebop. That one femoid.
Oh, okay. Is that the... I'm not familiar with the show, but was that the one with all the weird hair shit and the jewelry? Well, did I miss it?
I don't remember, but
what?
She went on this one rant about how, it's the fans to blame. Standard leftist rant of it's the fans to blame.
Yeah.
But it was very chock full of narcissistic teenage woman, which this just reeks of the same thing, but it's our guy, so it's fine.
Yeah. No, I agree that it's probably to some extent fad following, but that's okay. Like most people will do that, so you can't necessarily rely on it being an idealized form. A fad going in the right direction is a lot better than no fad going in the right direction. So yeah, I agree. I shall leave her playing in the background. She says to a self-defensive extent in terms of raising hell. But yeah, again, the expressions and the intonations seems like a little bit autistic, but hey, that's a good combination. Because she's probably, the other thing as well, given that she's a tomboy. She's got that sort of rock music in the background. It does, I think you're probably right, AC, that it is someone who is following just the next fad. She's right on the cutting edge of this fad of pragmatic, pro-nationalist, pro-Western, even pro-white as well, political thinkers. She's just on the cusp of this new fad. But if that new fad really takes off, then that could be the end of our opponents. That could be the way the culture war ends. So yeah, this aside from the fact that this is already pretty based, this could be the beginning of something much bigger of the same level of based. So that's good news, I think. And if anyone does happen to find out who this is, let us know, because hell, I mean, I could use an extra stream guest. Chat, press 1 if you'd like to have her on a stream. And then we'll move on to the next thing. I think we'll do another meme. And actually, chat, I'll pose that idea another time, actually. All right, fantastic. Good to know, chat. Right, let's go to the next thing. So, Walmart is adding some interesting new signs in the baby formula aisle, apparently. The sign says, security cameras in use, can't afford to feed your kids, cope. What?
Excuse me?
Exactly. I mean, do I need to say anything? It's completely unnecessarily, viciously rude to the fucking customers. Like, okay, they're saying that to would-be thieves. I assume, because it's security cameras in use, can't afford to feed your kids, cope. But then they are also saying it to people who are just struggling financially as well. Like, it's not just being said to thieves. And even then, being sassy with thieves is not a particularly, straight up policy. It's not a particularly corporate or reliable policy. It's a bit out there. It's a bit of a lurch into the realms of experimentation.
Well, the elites hate the working class.
That's also true. Yes, it does read that way.
I mean, considering my experience at Costco, we would never treat members like this. See, we make our profit off of the memberships, so we're nice to the members first and foremost. Even if they got problems, we're like, we just take care of it. I'd say they're just the absolute inverse.
Denialist might be right. It might be shot. Yeah.
But it is an interesting experiment to be sassy to thieves.
Yeah.
It's not like they deserve any politeness, right? Stealing.
Yeah.
Good job. Get your shit together.
The thieves bad, obviously. But it's still, there's absolutely no need for a corporation to be sassy with them. It's probably not even a helpful thing to do. And
it probably isn't.
It looks like it's not just about the thieves. It's also about people who are just struggling financially.
Yeah.
Oz says he's very sure it's shopped. It might be.
It's probably shopped.
It's on 4chan.
It is. But shit, man. I mean, if you're financially struggling, that's probably why you're shopping at Walmart in the first place. In which case it would be stupid to alienate such shoppers.
And even then, it's like, yes, thieves bad, and I'm not defending them at all in this case. What I say will not be defense of them, but it may be interpreted that way. So I'm just being clear now. But someone who is willing or is about to steal for their kids, it's not like they're doing it for malicious or, just self-serving reasons. It's compassion is the reason they're doing that. The same reason that a wild bear is likely to attack you if it has cubs. It's doing it for compassionate reasons because it's scared and want to be completely sure that you can't hurt its children by killing you. So it's not. Hold on, 3. It's not acceptable. This is not a justification of the theft, but this sign is acting like these people are doing it for fun, that they're stealing for fun. And so what it's essentially saying here is your kids' lives are less important than our corporate profit, which is not necessarily wrong in a libertarian sense, but it does not look good, does it? Optically, no. It's like, yeah, your kids should die. It kind of puts across that message.
Yes, it does, because the elites also hate anybody who has kids.
And again, this is not a defense of the stealing. They should purchase the food or find some other alternative, which is essentially what they've written here. It's just the optics it looks so bad
Yeah.
that they might take more of a hit to their bottom line by how bad this looks, if this is real, than the thieves they managed to stop by being sassy, which might even encourage people to steal more, if for no other reason than class solidarity or something.
I mean, assuming it's like some sort of leftist that hates their kids or something in a stealing just because they hate corporations. Yeah, it's always a possibility.
In
considering
that
the way
case, yeah.
people think, they can only think from the way that they do things. Common logical fallacy among such people is that they assume everybody operates internally the same way they do.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, they're stealing from us? They're stealing from us because they hate corporations.
Carl has definitely leapt into the exact trap that I spent several sentences trying to make sure that no one fell into. I specified several times that what I am saying is not a defense of stealing, and it is in no way. I was careful to specify the boundaries, and yet Carl is implying that that's what I said. Anyway, next thing. All right, this is a bit of an autistic layout here, but so this is really interesting. Though this may be important data for explaining the culture war here, or maybe nothing. So 2011, Occupy Wall Street. They've put it in yellow here, but I don't think it's really libertarian. The Wall Street people. Oh shit, oh fuck. And then the left saying, we're done with you stealing from us, capitalist pig. We are the 99%. And they do all that shit. Whatever you think of the Occupy Wall Street movement, that's what happened, right? Then in 2012, apparently, according to the data in this meme, which is, I don't think it's sourced. Oh no, there is a source. Source.
Sauce?
That's the source. So whatever. Let's analyze before we verify.
What does it even say?
I don't fucking know. But either way, analyze and then we'll verify afterwards, right? So end of Occupy Wall Street coincided with a rapid uptick in mentions of the word racism in New York Times articles. A very rapid uptick, like 4 or 5 times what it was the year before. Now, 2013 is about the time that I started noticing the culture war. And if this data is accurate, then it's about the same time that the press started instigating the culture war as well. And then shortly after, as they say, racism is the only problem we face. Don't care about anything else. Focus on racism. And then all the left is just right on board with it. That is exactly what appears to have happened. The timing lines up exactly with roughly when the culture war seemed to begin properly. Obviously, background effects have been going for a long time, but it really ramped up in about 2013. If it's that simple, it just goes again to confirm what I've been saying, that the press is the vanguard of all our problems. That yes, the evil intent and the class conflicts and the international subversive conflicts have been going on. The intent on various fronts has been there for years, but the vanguard of it, to a large extent the method of the culture war being waged against the people of the West, is the press. And we may even have some evidence here that yes, indeed, that is the flashpoint, that in a shorter time frame, on the scale of a year or two, it is indeed the press.
I like how this is supposed to be meme review, but this turned into another political stream.
Well, the memes are political. This is what I usually do for the meme sections.
But yes, I'd certainly agree. Something very much happened with the ending of the Occupy movement that converted the Democratic Party into its current state.
And it might be
like
what's
you
described
said,
here.
Yeah, it might be exactly what's described here. Racism is the only problem we face. Don't care about anything else.
Bright, it's purely a flex of my tech. I might turn it off. So what was this? Ah, yes. This is a very important story. New White House dog professionally trained to not growl when Biden touches a child.
Not shocked.
If I can get good
Oh
format
god, that
here.
would be.
There we go. In a video released by the administration, President Biden showed off the newest furry addition to the White House, an adorable German Shepherd puppy named Commander, who has been professionally trained not to growl when Biden touches a child. Quote, it took weeks of intensive training to overcome the German Shepherd's instinctive desire to protect vulnerable children, but we did it, said professional pet trainer Bob Airboy, who demonstrated by grabbing a child-sized doll and sniffing its hair aggressively in front of Commander, who simply tilted his head and looked on. Commander will be a perfect fit in the Biden White House. The dog trainer added that his business is booming since training Biden's dog to ignore any acts towards children ranging from general creepiness to outright abuse, stating he has received calls from celebrities, business executives, and elite politicians. I'm swamped, said Mr. Airboy. Right now, I'm training a cat for the Biden family so it will seek out and pee on stray laptop hard drives.
What?
This is from the Babylon Bee.
Yes.
If, in case you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, I noticed.
But once again, with the Babylon Bee, is it though? Is it actually parody?
They're at the very least, they're going to predict the future.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for this to come true.
Right, next thing. Austria hiring people to hunt down vaccine refusers.
No. You're hiding unvaccinated under your floorboards, aren't you?
Yep, that's the world. Welcome to the world, everyone.
Why is the German soldier stereotype to make him vaguely effeminate?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's just so that you can read them out.
Hans, get the Flammenwerfer.
Get the Flammenwerfer.
Oh, you're much better than I.
I don't know. I am more proximate to the nation. Perhaps that's it, if it's true. So, Carl, are you having another productive argument with Ravelon?
Dear Lord.
Carl, you are immensely skilled at conducting arguments to a rapid conclusion. Whether or not that conclusion has any value to anyone at all is something that I will leave up to your assessment. Let's continue with the next meme, because this is just welcome to the horrors of reality. It's not really a meme. Let's go to the next thing. Yes. Now, I don't know if this is true. Not really a meme either, but let's cover it anyway. Walter Blackie Wetzel, a Blackfeet leader, actually I found out later, yes, this is true mostly, designed the Redskins logo in 1972, inspired by Chief Two Guns White Calf. Quote, it made us all so proud to have an Indian on a big-time team. It's only a small group of radicals who oppose those names. Indians are proud of Indians. Walter Blackie Wetzel, 2002, Washington Post. So it's interesting, one that they're saying using the word Indian rather than Native American. And two, of course, this is a repudiation of the notion that what happened there was racist, which frankly is bloody obvious because none of the screeching about racism, or almost none of it, is actually to defend anyone. It is just an excuse to attack the existing culture, to dilute existing culture. It is exactly what the people of a nation would be spurred on to do if a foreign socialist nation was using high-end and large-scale subversion tactics on that nation. It's exactly what you would expect. And now, is this true, though? It turns out pretty much entirely, yes. There's one caveat, and this is according to Snopes, so if you trust them, but hey, they're saying something is true that wouldn't benefit them to be true, so fair chance. Walter Blackie Wetzel, a former leader of the Blackfeet Nation, helped the NFL develop the Indian head logo for the Redskins football team. What's false, there's no evidence to prove that he made any art choices regarding colors, lines, or other specific logo's design. Rather, he provided inspiration, which doesn't change the argument.
Yeah, and this makes me particularly sad because I'm a Redskins fan.
Fair enough.
I miss it.
Excuse me. Maybe one day we can restore all the culture that's been eroded.
I hope so.
Just rename it back to Redskins.
Everywhere I go, like in the DC area, everybody wears Redskins caps and shirts and shit like that. They don't wear any of the new shit.
Good. Jade says, you have to play the Ahoy flamethrower video now. That's the law. I'm not familiar with it, Jade, but good to hear from you again. Link it if you have it. I'm not familiar with it. Maybe someone in chat knows it.
I'm liking the Costco memes. They're great.
Costco memes? I'm not seeing them.
Silent posted one where I'm like giving out samples.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Scholar. I see him.
I actually know what that aisle is. God damn it. And I
You're
would
too
actually
good at your
buy
job,
that.
3.
Yeah, because I do Govax a lot. Spicy ranch spread, man. Fucking hell, if it was $3.99, I would buy that shit in a second.
All right, next thing. Oh, yeah. Unvaccinated on what would convince them to get vaccinated. A survey, apparently. 48% say nothing. So this is actually a fairly good sign. Now, obviously, it's a fucking stupid poll. It's probably been asked terribly. The methodology is probably all wrong. It's from CNN. We shouldn't really trust this data. But again,
I don't care.
will say...
Absolute chance, all of them.
Again, I will
don't
say,
care.
let's analyze before we verify. Analyze on the assumption it might be true, just because that's more useful exercise for the brain and is useful in principle, even if not in this case. The idea that they'd say nothing, right, is probably not actually true, but it's the closest of the answers. What's actually true is if the colossal infrastructure that has been built up to try to make sure as many people as possible take this thing that appears to be unnecessary for a virus that appears to have subsided into almost nothingness.
Yes.
If that
Especially
entire system was over a long period of time convincingly deconstructed and returned to a state that is concomitant with the actual level of danger of the virus, and if I had really strong information for people that I trust that the vaccine was a one-time thing and that there was no bad intentions behind the people that were administrating it, and it was not coming from only the most wealthy and monopolistic pharmaceutical companies, etc., theoretically, there is a yes answer. It's not a matter of I am unopen to the evidence. What this is the evidence against it being a good idea is so overwhelming that nothing is by far the closest answer. And that is correct.
Yeah,
even though
there's
technically
definitely other
nothing
answers.
is not.
Yeah, I mean, technically there are other answers. Yeah, my answer is that there's absolutely no consumer protections for it in the United States. You cannot sue for 4 years after the after it was introduced, and I think that's just complete bullshit. I'm not using any products that I can't sue if it fucking kills me.
It's one of many good arguments.
But I think honestly, most of those hold up to nothing because my argument is very minor. It is one that I've not heard many people put up. And the majority argument is the one that you just stated, is that, you know, none of this adheres to reality. There's nothing you could do really to get me to take this as long as you push this narrative. And let's be honest, the narrative's not going to change. It's never going to change.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, even the fact that those 3 big studies about Omicron just finished up and to show that, oh yeah, it's like 70 times more transmissible than Delta, but it's also a sniffle.
Yeah.
If anything, it's like if anything, it's like 1 day of sickness and you're going to get antibodies and the vaccine is completely unnecessary. It's free immunity. Yeah, exactly. And the peaks that have occurred in South Africa are already dipping. And it basically means by next week, all these different countries that have instituted lockdowns and circuit breakers for, you know, these 2-week lockdowns to stop the spread, Omicron's going to be over with anyway in like a week or 2.
Yep.
Like, imagine that. 2022 is going to be free of COVID for the most part. And even the press aren't going to be able to make up anything that makes it seem like a threat anymore.
Maybe. I mean, the winter months are going to be the easiest because even if there's not much COVID, which of course there is Omicron, but it's not very dangerous, but they haven't said that, there's still the flu to conflate with COVID. But then after flu season, it's going to be more difficult. It's not to say they won't,
but
just that it will be more difficult.
But because it's so infectious, it's just a matter of time before enough people have it that we have herd immunity.
Yeah, that's true.
And considering how many people have already had COVID, and like what, it had like a literally 99% of recovery rates. Shit. Like we're already just about there. It's over, gentlemen. It's over.
Does appear to be. I don't want to... I have heard anecdotes from people who have said that there is still danger, and I don't know how much I can trust them. But I am reluctant to go as far as you have just there with it's over, because I occasionally use anecdotes as useful information on the other side as well. And statistics can be used to lie. So I'm holding my judgment, but it really does look like it's going in that direction, yeah. And that is the direction you'd expect evolutionarily as well.
Keep in mind also how much the numbers have been lied about.
Yes,
like how
of
many
course.
people have been
No,
killed.
I'm not
by
using
COVID.
those numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I think every reason to believe that if you just sort of correct for the bullshit, this has been over for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, numbers have been flat for a long time. I remember when the mask mandates came back to my area in DC, there were a total number of like 20 hospitalizations from COVID. Yet we were getting new indoor mask mandates in August. Just completely ridiculous, completely unnecessary. Had no effect. We already knew masks have no effect. We already knew that they COVID. We already knew all these.
Sorry.
No, I'm
Ravelon
done.
says it's not over, it's endemic. That's what he means by over, I think, yeah. Similarly to how the flu we had before is, I think, at least partly, the Spanish flu from 100 years ago. Yeah, it was never going to go away. It's going to become endemic. And so it's going to come back as the flu every year. And it will remember that it's the COVID flu. And so maybe after the summer months are over, when the flu season comes back again and they say, oh, look, it's COVID, better lock down everything, they'll have an easier time then. So that's bad. But at least for the summer months, they will, the spring and summer months, when there's not flu season, it will be more difficult unless they come up with some brilliant new scheme. But yeah, it being endemic means that the stage where any amount of panic or collective action, mandatory action especially, being justified is over. We are well out of that period now. The most scary thing that is around at the moment is, as Theotor put it, by all indications I've seen, a sniffle. It's not particularly severe. It's done exactly what viruses are supposed to do. In terms of the politics surrounding it, it may never be over. Of course, there will be lulls, but it will at least, in terms of it being a dangerous virus, that appears to be over, yes. Yes, Ars, I don't doubt it. All right, next thing. We're, I think, nearing the end of the memes I have for today. So, someone's just given birth to an NFT. New slur just dropped. So, is that actually a monkey? I suppose I could be banned for asking that question from somewhere, but is that actually a monkey? I assume it's not a real human child. But then the hair doesn't look like any monkey's hair I've ever seen. Silence says it's a Driven. Driven, is this you? Can you confirm? So yes, the NFT, the fact that a lot of the most quote-unquote popular NFTs have been monkeys. Now, of course, NFT can become a slur for black people. I neither endorse nor condemn. Duck says, a human born premature or with some genetic disease? I think it would have to be, yeah. Is 6 pounds 3 ounces above or below what you would expect? Not my area of expertise, I'm afraid. It's a good point, Eb. Silent has worked tirelessly to ensure that the most populous NFT in Cabal is you. Jade says it's a baby Halo brute. Jade, I'm sure that there's some way in which that's racist, and so bad, Jade, naughty. But yes, you're right. Duck says I think that's on the small side. In that case, that would imply more so that it is a genetic condition, if it is a human. Bobby says it maybe looks like it's devolved. Does a bit. Does that mean Cabal has a case against Silent, says Horus? Maybe. If so, Horus, do you know of anyone who might want to volunteer to be Silent's defense attorney? Just wondering. Right. Let's see if I have any more memes, but I think there are few left, if any. What was this? I won't go into that now, though we might do that later. And then these were from... Oh, no, this is new. So there was... this is again only a meme. The data about migration. It looks like migration in the US from July 2020 to July 2021 has been enormously from every region, but particularly the Northeast, into the South, which includes both Florida and Texas. Now, there's two things that could be. One is because those are the best places right now, Florida in particular, Texas secondarily, according to policies on modern issues, that seems to be the case. Or two, it's illegal immigration to try and flood the areas with blue voters, or not illegal, but from blue areas, to try and flood the South with blue voters to try to artificially get more success in voting there. More
Yes,
dirty tricks from the Dems.
It also means that Maryland is more based than California.
Possibly. Maryland is northeast, isn't it? And California's west.
No, it's actually in the South in this picture.
Oh, okay. Is Maryland
the-
just at the top of the green area there, then?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the only Union state to have slavery.
Interesting.
But I gotta bow out because
right.
I got some more Christmas stuff to do with family.
No worries.
So-
Wish your family a Merry Christmas from Cabal.
I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Merry Christmas to everyone in Cabal. Cabal prevails. I'll see you all later. And I hope that you welcome me on to another stream, Uzulu. I really enjoyed this. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.
All right, take care.
All right. Good. That's not good timing, but useful timing, because we're about to finish with the meme section. That is all the ones I have open, though. I'm sure I could find more in Meme Shrine if you guys pick memes again for some reason. Just bear in mind, if you do, that we will have to take some time to find some. We are now going back to the variety stream intermission period. AC, are you there?
Yes.
Do you want to stay on for the next thing?
Sure, but I need to do something real quick. My dog is acting up.
All right, no worries. I think, AC, with the greatest of respect, I am going to move you into the audience room and give chat a chance to pick one guest that they prefer. But I'm happy to have you on again later. Thank you for coming on.
Sure, I'll undeafen when I'm ready, if I'm picked.
All right. Okay, so, chat. Vote for what to do next. Again, it is 1 for covering news stories, articles, 2 for memes, which I remind you I will have to go and find more memes, and 3 for some indie games. Or vote with any emote to do something else. And remember, Chase and Petrichor, you're voting with emotes on the vote message. Got 1 vote for games, 1 vote for VTubers, 2 votes for Pepe the Monarchist King. I guess that is supposed to be like arguing about monarchy democracy. But I leave that partly up to you guys' choice. 8-Bit Picky, Sick Puppy, Wig, and Christmas Duck. We're doing it via reactions to my message that says vote, because it's a lot easier to count that way. Daddy Ours has sent the Tomboy. But again, send it as a reaction to my message that says vote. Just scroll up a little bit. That's no problem, 8-Bit. Mr. M still hasn't got the message, even though he already reacted to that message for some reason. All right. So it looks like News Stories is currently in the lead. Arguing against the notion, in fact, against the notion that Cabal is burned out on news, because there is news, but a lot of it is not particularly uplifting. It's bad times. So if you want to do that, that's fine. It looks like VTubers is now tying with news articles, which is not a great idea, VTuber people, because what that means is that everyone who doesn't like VTubers will now vote for the strongest opponent to VTubers, which is news articles. So if you lose, which is likely because I think less than half of Cabal are into VTubers, then what's going to happen is you are going to get articles now, if you lose. But hey, maybe the VTubers option will win. If so, I don't know what I'll do, but I guess we could just chat about it. I could have a look in the VTubers Discord channel and just see what's been going on recently. Delilah says we just like having other things with our news. Okay, understood. Well, then let's see if that plays out in the vote. 1 vote for Tomboy is much less than last time. I guess Bright is here. I'm surprised Bright didn't vote for that. By the way, there's nothing to say you can't vote for more than one thing. You can vote for more than one thing. But then you should all exercise your right to do that if there's anything else that you don't mind. So it's close. VTubers are ahead. Now, if we end up going with VTubers, then probably a few people will leave. Just bear in mind that we won't be doing it for all that long. And we probably will end up doing articles afterwards, because that is very close to being the current leader. Yes, Curly, it is a preference system. Although there's no preference, it's just multi-voting. So your preference, if there's any order of your preference, it'll just be based on what currently has the votes. So give it another 10 seconds. Currently, VTubers are just slightly ahead in the voting. Yes, it is the election all over again, Invader. If we do another actual Cabal election for moderator positions, then I will hide the voting numbers as they're progressing, and I will announce my intentions to set up the system at least a week before we actually run anything, to give everyone a chance to enter, and then entries are stopped at that point. It was very casual last time, which is okay, but it had the problems that you would expect that to present, and the problems that I think the more rigorous versions of voting that are usually done are intended to prevent. All right, voting ends now, and VTubers are ahead by 1. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Now, the vote is for Gura Hug. I think it's pretty clear that that is the veto option. Now, again, I will mention that for people that want articles or whatever else, I don't doubt that the next thing that wins the vote will be articles. And we've never done a dedicated VTuber section in a stream before, so bear with us. Or you can come back a little later if you want. That's, of course, up to you. So, chat, you have given me a justification to talk about VTubers, and Verdant's not even here. Someone wants to ping Verdant and tell him that we're doing a VTuber section. Now, we're going to vote for guests. Chat, ping me if you have a guest vote, and then in that message, also ping the person you want to be a guest. And the voting will be done by voting with any reaction that is not negative, obviously, on that message. So Invader has voted for Wes, who is not here. So it has to be someone that's here. Verdant says he heard VTubers. Yes, and Verdant, you can vote for yourself. So again, I'll mention, if you want to vote for someone to be a guest, ping me, and then in the same message, ping them. And if someone has already pinged the person you want to be a guest, just vote with some sort of positive emote on that message. So Invader has voted for Verdant. Hunter has again voted for Wes. Ebb has voted for Verdant. Denalis for Verdant. Java has voted for Luxana, Crown Guard. The person has to be willing to come on, obviously. I expect Verdant is willing to come on. Obviously, whoever gets voted for, which is looks like it is going to be Verdant at this rate, they are going to have to ping me to accept the invitation. But yes, I think Verdant, if you're ready, you can hop on. And chat, to remind you, you can contribute to change the pitch, the audio pitch of the guests. All right, looks like it is going to be Verdant. All right, Verdant, welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm on the show after, like, what, a year now?
Look, you had a cameo in Wizards in Space Series 1. What more do you want?
A cameo that lasts longer than 2 seconds?
Okay, well, beggars can't be choosers, Verdant. Well,
Good thing I'm not Baker.
true. We have an excellent. You were on the Helltaker stream. Stop whining. So, yeah, even Bright is mocking you for it now. We have a brilliant excuse, Verdant, to talk about VTubers in front of the audience. What is there to talk about with the VTubers recently?
Where do you want to start?
What news from the front? We can have a look in the. So, because my YouTube account got deleted, I lost all of my subscriptions, and my home feed attunement to my tastes is gone, obviously. So I had to subscribe to a few new things. It's already filled up with VTuber clips, obviously, which is a-okay with me. However, what I am missing now is the watched status on videos. So YouTube doesn't know whether I've watched videos because obviously it's a different account now. But what that means is I'm now being recommended a bunch of older clips, which is actually good because I haven't seen those clips in ages, and now I've forgotten what's in them and I can enjoy them again. So that's actually a trick that I think is being missed. That there are a lot of good clips, and this applies to anything, not just VTubers, but in my case, particularly VTubers. There's a lot of good clips that you just won't be shown because they're old. Maybe a way to do that for people that don't want to just make a new account is to go to the Clippers channel and watch some older stuff.
Either that or go on like incognito mode YouTube and start watching from the Clipper channel.
Yeah, but it would take a
And see where
while
it leads up.
to build up the VTuber profile to get suggested them regularly. On
No,
incognito.
but at least you're not having the problem of having to make a new account every single time. You're like,
No.
man, I really wish I got new stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm not suggesting that people actually do that. But yeah, some of the clips that I was watching were the Finana being say-soned.
So you're watching Finana.
Yes, yeah, same thing. There was some stuff recently with them. I continue to maintain that Pomu, I think, would have to be second favorite behind Snuffy, but Pomu more reliably does content I'm interested in watching.
But did you see the new the second Pomer RP thing that Pomu had going on?
I'm not sure. Oh,
it was veiled as a court thing.
Yes, I think I did see that. I respect the what she's doing there, the creativity, but I can't stand the acting. With any VTubers. If acting, and this is not my choice, this is just natural. If acting of any kind isn't good, then I can't stand it. It's just cringe. Which is probably not a good
is a
standard.
part
to
of
have,
Niji
but that is.
Sanji.
I know. I prefer them to just act natural. In fact, I would prefer them to use their normal voices. The same reason I enjoyed Snuffy doing it. The same reason that actually Finana and Pomu's normal, lower-pitched voices are more appealing than their high-pitched voices to me. You guys in chat, you guys happen to agree? Like, a lot of them, like Iron Mouse, naturally have the high-pitched voice. But Finana, Pomu, and Snuffy, and a few others don't naturally have it. They have a naturally lower voice. Press 1 if you prefer the high-pitched voices, and press 2 if you prefer the lower-pitched voices, generally.
Yeah, for those of you that don't regularly watch VTubers and you don't know what the fuck a Pomu is, look up Pomera on YouTube. You'll hear some blessed voices from her. Alternate identity.
Mm. So, interestingly, my two favorite VTubers, Snuffy and Pomu, have both talked about being a tomboy. So this is not just some weird out there theory I have. This is connecting with reality in many places. This is just one of them. Most of chat seem to prefer the normal voices, the natural voices.
Not necessarily my favorite, but Callie was a tomboy, though she didn't have the figure of one. And by that, I mean she had honkin' donkin' badonkers, apparently.
There is nothing incompatible with big breasts and tomboys. I don't know exactly what it is about Callie, but I should like Callie because she does have a lot of the tomboy qualities, but I just can't stand her for some reason. She's okay if she's like in a collab, but I think it might be that when she is demure, when she falls back into a less confident state, it seems like acting to me, and so I can't stand it. And I haven't been able to watch the HoloEN Gen 1's RP because of Callie's acting. That's the thing I hate. Everything else about it is fine.
That's unfortunate. There are some actually good moments in there. Cringe aside.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt there are good moments. It's a shame. I would like to watch it.
Yeah, but another one that you ignore from the Hololive series is Ollie, who is also a childhood tomboy, who also has a great normal voice.
Yeah, no, I don't ignore Ollie. She's all right, but I think she's a bit too manic for my tastes. I think that maybe if we could make a difference between manic and chaotic. I like chaotic. I don't like manic. I can't really specify exactly the difference, but that is my feel on it. Ollie's fine. I put Ollie on maybe about the same level as Kiara, who I also fairly like. With Amelia a little above both. The thing with Amelia that bothers me is that she always loses everything, and she's a sore loser. She's a bad loser. It's not a good combination. She just can't stop losing.
Like,
even when she sets up a prank, she always fails on the prank and then gets pranked back, and the re-prank succeeds. She always loses.
Here's what's gonna get me kicked from the stream if this was like half a year ago. So you're saying she's like a female version of Jack?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, like, at least Amelia's personality is presentable, though. But yeah, pretty much. But yeah, also, Gura, I feel like I should like Gura more than I do. And again, good, but not among my favorites. She was even playing a game ages ago, like near the beginning of when I was watching them, playing a game that I thought I would enjoy watching, but I just wasn't enjoying watching her playing it. There's very few games that Amelia can play that I enjoy watching. And that's pretty much it for Hollow EN. Crony, that's for Gen 1. Crony also, but she hasn't been playing many interesting games that I've seen recently. And so it's mostly been Pomo and Fanana clips with waiting on Snuffy to do something interesting. And then Iron Mouse and Connor, because it's wholesome. That's been my main focus on the VTuber stuff recently.
You haven't been watching any Girl DM clips yet, have you?
I'm aware of her. I saw one or two of her things, and again with that, I think with Ginger and I, as I said just now, I like the chaotic, which is why I like Snuffy, kind of why I like Pomu. But with Girl DM, she's too controlled, too orderly for my tastes. And I've mentioned before that if the chaos isn't on the surface, then it's somewhere deeper within, which is why I kind of like it to be on the surface, because then it's much more apparent. With Girl DM, she's much too orderly on the surface. It's not exciting enough. And then that just makes me think, well, where is the chaos?
See, when we revisit VTubers to talk about like a VTuber ranking stream or something like that, we will need to set aside terms for how you describe these, because Girl DM, I don't know about being incredibly orderly. She's in the same tier as Juniper Actius, who's just works a shit ton on their model, and they show up to do somewhat mediocre game streams every now and then.
Juniper's also very orderly in terms of her personality.
Also a tomboy.
Sure, tomboyish, yeah. I think that if you can make a distinction between the tomboy archetype and the office lady archetype, which Pomu has mentioned before, that Pomu is office lady, but I think Pomu, if the difference between those two is office lady is like an orderly, otherwise tomboy, and then tomboy is a bit more chaotic. Pomu has worked as an office lady, but she's actually in the tomboy archetype of those two. Juniper, Girl DM are definitely more in the orderly category, Snuffy more in the chaotic, so that would be my reason that I'm not as into those. And I think Callie's chaos, maybe the reason I don't like it is that it is cringe. To me. Because it seems like acting. It seems like she's acting demure when she gets neurotic and loses confidence. So I think that is why.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen too much of other VTuber content that just call Callie cringe out of the gate. Like, because I've seen some of Gura's content, and a lot of that can be cringe, unless it's in a collab or where she's being Red Gura. Those are my
it's the same
favorite
thing.
streams.
I same thing with Red Gura. Like, I respect the creativity, but I can't stand the acting. And it's. I'm not saying that Callie is cringe or that Gura, when she does the Red Gura, is cringe. Just it's cringe to me because the acting is not good. It's amateur, which is not something I deliberately find cringe. I just happen to find it cringe. So yeah, that would be that. And I like how much of a sort of shit poster Gura is. That she will be a bit more daring than the rest of EN. So I think did she do 1 or 2 meme review style videos recently? I watched the first one. Don't know
I think she's only done one meme review.
Yeah. See, it's hard to tell because I've lost my watch stats of some of my videos.
And the funny thing is, like, a lot of EN has done meme reviews recently. Iris had one.
Okay.
That was either with Bay or without Bay, and then Bay had one with Iris on it. Ame had a meme review. Did Kiara do something of that effect? I can't remember. I swear she did, though.
Mm. Well, Gura's was good. Gura and Amelia are a great pairing, in my opinion. And they did the meme stream that Gura did was good. And she's good for it, because I think Gura is the highest level shit poster among Myth, EN, Gen 1. But then Ame is a close second. And then probably Kiara and Ina. And then Callie, the most innocent of the bunch, ironically, below that.
Yes, Kawaii P. Mori, the most say-so of Gen 1 EN.
Despite having the measurably largest breasts. Though not by a lot. So what else?
You go by proportion, apparently it's Kiara. Or Ame.
Yeah, it probably would be. Well, it's not Gura or Ina. So are Iris and Bay actually enamored with each other? Is it going to be the next Connor Ironmouse?
I don't actually know enough of their lore, but from their interactions, they're very good friends.
Right, I see. All right, chat, I want you to type in what pairings of VTubers for streams or for other things you'd be interested in seeing, because Naked Invaders has noted that Ironmouse and Callie are going to collab again soon. Those are okay. Personally, I'm anticipating Snuffy and Amelia or Snuffy and Gura, because that would be sort of the chaos of the independent VTuber, and obviously my favorite VTuber, with a more ordered approach of HoloLive. Not sure they'd go for it, but frankly, I wasn't sure they would go for Ironmouse Callie either, and they've done that, twice now? And other pairings as well. And Pomu and Snuffy would be obviously the two that are my most favorite doing something together. Not sure how well they would actually work together, though, in their personalities. I'm not getting the sense that they would synergize super well. But then I didn't think that Pomu and Mel would either, but that was a great stream. Have you guys all seen the Melody Kason stream yet? Because that was hard to find.
I have.
That was hard to find, that stream, but I did find it, and I linked a way for people to watch it, because that was only on Chatterbait, and it was not archived. But luckily there is a site that automatically archives those videos, and I found it. And it was not actually pornographic, but it was very suggestive. No Naked, you will have to scroll up in the VTubers channel, because that'll be the way I'd find it anyway.
Yeah, that stream is what I would categorize as cringe. I had to go through clips watching that. I couldn't watch it all once sitting down, just because it went far too much into anime too for my taste. Fair enough. For a 2-hour stream.
Fair enough. I can see that. Didn't bother me personally, but I think if it had gone much further, it might have done. I think they kept it just above the level of cringe for me. And yeah, the actual conversation was good too, but the two seemed to gel well together. Anything else before we move on to another topic? I can feel the seething rage of chat against the VTubers discussion, but I'm sure that we'll have another opportunity for a VTuber discussion at some point.
Well, like Doc recommended, if you're looking up more meme things of Callie not being cringe, you go to the Callie reading Shrek is Love to Sauna. Because this was just a clip of when Callie and Sauna were losing their minds trying to get shiny Pokemon for Diamond and Pearl, which seems to be a major trend 2 weeks ago for YouTubers to start doing. And she read out the full copy pasta, but bleeped out some choice words.
Well, chat, if you want the copy pasta to be read out on stream right now by someone, then you can vote for the Ahegao face again on the next content choice vote, and you can get someone on to read it. Who's the closest in the live channel to Cabal's Callie? Also, I'm getting requests from some people that clearly have their priorities wrong, asking you to go and DM for them. Do they not know that you're here talking about VTubers with me? Come on.
I'm sure they just, it's just because they hate the sound of my voice and they want it silenced.
But they also want you to DM for them, right? So,
well, yes.
Not sure if that's the reason. Chat saying it has to be Zane. Okay, but he's not here. So out of those people that are here, who is the correct Callie?
Also, Zane is closer to Callie in sexuality, but I don't know about, in personality.
The one problem with that is that Callie is into small women. Zane, actually, I don't know about Zane, but Zane and 3 of 12 are the same person, and 3 of 12 likes Dommy mummies, so...
No. There's a difference. The 3 of 12 is a woman. Zane is a trap.
Sure, yes, we can go with that. Jade says Wes is the Callie of Cabal, apparently. Well, given the recent chest surgery that Wes had, I imagine that there is a similarity or two, yes. Farfetch'd, Aiden Paladin, Crody, and Vil, also the same person. Yes, Eb is for once in his life correct.
He forgot Haruka from that list.
That's true. Haruka is also one. And didn't we have one more in Cabal recently? 8-Bit is on that list. Would 8-Bit be the Callie of Cabal? She's also shy. I think it might work.
8-Bit, do you like small things? Do you want to eat small people over the mountain?
I'm getting requests from your fellow mod to kick you from the show so that they can play the RP.
All right, I think I'll just go so you can change topic so Wes's ears stop bleeding.
Just quickly before you go, though, I have 2 questions. Question 1, are you using my RP rule set in your RP?
Unfortunately, this RP was...
Question 2,
still made.
Why not?
The RP was finalized.
Why not? Yeah.
Because you don't have equipment yet.
Yeah, I know. I haven't. I'll sort it out. But go ahead, Verdant. I release you from your oath. Go ahead and have fun with your RP, and good luck, everyone. And if you all want to go and join and watch them, I don't know if Verdant has made it publicly accessible, but he may have done.
It's non-recorded, so you can only listen to it on Cabal.
Oh, shit.
So have a good one, everyone.
All right. Thanks, Verdant. See you soon, everyone. Or see you soon, Verdant. And the people that are going to play the RP. Right. VTuber section concluded. We may do more sections like that again in future, but that's it for today's stream. Congratulations, those of you who are not interested in VTubers, you have survived. Let's see what we've got next. Yeah, 8-Bit. I made the commentary that because you have the big shy, that you are the closest I can think of. But there probably are other people who have the big shy who are otherwise comparable. All right. Next feature, vote on what you want to do next by reacting to my message that says vote. And reminder that voting with a 1 icon is articles. Voting with a 2 icon is memes, but we've already done memes, so I'd have to find new ones. And voting with a 3 icon is indie games, and they probably will be Christmas themed. But if you want them to not be, you could also ask about that. Also request that. Currently, the sheet emoji is the first one. The black gentleman, the African American gentleman, or African of some descent gentleman. That is on there. I'm not sure what that would mean. How about black review? We'll review a bunch of black men. Chat, if you vote for that, you're going to have to tell me what it means. You're going to have to argue amongst yourselves to decide what it means. And if you can't decide by the time something else gets the votes, then we'll just do the something else. For Jojo Floyd, okay, yeah, fair enough. It wouldn't be a very long feature, but if you want, if the black guy vote wins, then we'll play Jojo Floyd. Invader says, why not do a VTuber meme review section and just keep it short? Maybe we will, yes. There aren't that many VTuber memes in the VTuber channel. It's mostly clips. There's a vote there for a bunch of music notes. I would like to do at some point, but probably not on stream, a music sharing session thing where we just... Well, I'm not super interested in what other people listen to, but I'm interested in making you listen to some of the things I like at some point. So maybe we'll do that, but probably not on stream. Probably would have to be a community event because of copyright issues. Not that there's nuance that doesn't really matter, but either way. All right, so I think by the time the suggestion was made that the black man meme just means we play Jojo Floyd, by the time someone suggested that, it was a sure thing that was going to win, and currently it has more than twice the votes of anything else. So yes, we shall do a brief Jojo Floyd section. Petrogloss says make a Copcast segment of body cam footage. Invader says, could make it a VTuber clip review then. Yeah, we could do. But that's just someone else's content. There's not much to add to VTuber clips. You should listen to some Nickelback. No, I don't think I do. I think there's like one song I listened to from them, briefly. I don't think I do anymore. I can't remember which one it was, though. Right. I don't have Jojo Floyd to hand. I know, preposterous. Let's see if Zane has put it in his meme system. Yes, there it is. Okay, chat. We're going to watch Jojo Floyd again. Are you ready? Because Susan sure fucking wasn't, and neither was whatever the fuck runs Discord. We got banned for probably this meme. Ooh, Java, thank you. Java says, Merry Christmas, Merry Cabal Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, Java. You have successfully wiped out Ginger's presence as the stream boss. That will update momentarily. There you go. You have a significant lead now as well. Thank you, Java. I greatly appreciate that. We are now at the point where I will implement the new weighting of... Oh, goodness me. Very good timing. Just a second, Marshman. We're now at the point where I will implement the new weighting of the time-based multipliers. So as soon as it's ready, I will just implement that, and the multipliers will change. I don't think it's actually any less fair for the stream boss. I think it will probably be about the same over a long period of time in terms of how long they get to stay up. It's just much better for actually encouraging contributions, the way that I'm planning to do it. Marshman says, Yeet got Ginge off before the end of the year. Do a Copcast now that you're banned anyway. Why were you getting Ginge off? Thank you for the contribution, but I am going to infer what you've said as that you helped Ginger to completion. I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but I can't think what you actually do mean. Yes, it is a little gay, isn't it, chat, if that's what he means. Perhaps, Masterman, you would like to take the opportunity to clarify what the hell you mean by that. Context was important on that one. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Marsh, if you would like to come on the stream, ping me. And Java, the offer is also open to you, but I haven't ever heard you talk in Cabal as far as I remember, or not often anyway. So either one of you can come on the stream. Oh, that must have been it. Yeah, Java. That he was on the leaderboard. All right, Marsh is open to coming on the stream. Where are you, Marsh? In the list, there you are. Just like you were apparently open to helping Ginge to completion. Welcome, Marsh, to the stream.
That is very incorrect. I was trying to get him off the leaderboard, but Java beat me to it.
Ah, yes. Well, you knocked down Java a bit. I hear some voices in the background. Is that Christmas jubilations?
That is people going to bed.
Ah. It doesn't sound very slumbery. It doesn't sound very peaceful.
Well, look, I live with a bunch of women, so that's just how it is.
I see. Well, it's a wonder you've turned out as such a Chad then. I mean,
Yeah,
it would take one hell of a Chad to send me a bunch of money, frankly, Chad. I mean, come on. See what I'm doing?
It's a measure of how much you're a Chad on this server. Anyway.
Yes. So, Marsh, are you ready for the next section of the show?
What is the next section? I didn't even know what we were voted for.
The next section of the show is this.
Oh.
Are you familiar with this meme? I take it you are from your reaction.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
I
are
was
you
there
a
when it
fan?
originally banned you.
Are you a fan of this meme?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I have it on
Fantastic.
my hard drive and everything.
Nice. All right.
Just in case the cops ever, search my house, take my stuff.
Yeah. They get a laugh at the end. So, chat, press 1 in chat if this is your favorite meme. Press 2 if it's one of your favorite memes, but not your favorite. And press 3 if it's not very good in your opinion. Because for me, I kind of have to say 1. Goodness, that's very peaceful, Marsh. Is that, are they doing the rain dance to bring about the sleep?
It seems like it,
Most people in chat are actually saying it's their favorite meme. This is a killer meme. This one. This is a run up for meme of the decade right here.
Well, it did kill your channel for a few weeks back in the day.
That's true. He's not wrong. All right, are you ready, everyone? Let us once again dive in to the majestic glory of Jojo Floyd.
Oi! Dosi glielo dato. Lucky! Nanta dariyada robo. Sendure maro. Kiramashi sendure morida. Yodereba. Arega cracker asuru kitare maro. Nani! Sorry, becatare mosso tosto cara becatare ma docho docho story. Good garden Fentaner. Oh my god, gacha! Stand suro! Take my breath through! Arway! Pakana! Nani da I can't breathe! I can't breathe at all.
It will be probably many years before this meme does not make me laugh painfully. Right, chat. Given how funny this meme is, I'm afraid I have entered a state in which I can't breathe. But I'm recovering.
I can very much breathe. I showed this to my sister once, and her side started to hurt too.
What, sorry?
So that was good. I showed this to my sister once, and she liked it very much as well.
Good. I don't know what your sister's political persuasion is, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone on the left would find this funny. It's just that good.
Well, she's no leftist, but yeah. I don't think any of my leftist friends would like this.
A sister who's not leftist. Well, you hit the jackpot there for siblings. Java says, if I showed my sister that, she might actually try to kill me.
If I showed my brother this, he might try to kill me too. So it all balances out, really, in the end.
Yeah. It balances out between enjoyment, indifference, and family members wishing to kill you. That's the world we're in.
It's all just a sign of the times, you know. We're just a very extreme people nowadays.
Yeah, sadly. Well, is there anything else for this section? Because it was always going to be a short section, this one. The Jojo Floyd section. Yes, Wig. Lightning strikes on the Pretender's idol. Best evidence for God right there. All right. In that case,
If you want to play that meme right there.
Yes.
The Zeus meme.
Is it just the original? Oh, okay. I know what it's
think
going to be. I know what it's going to be. Roughly. Yeah, I think I've seen that before. It's good. Have we watched Hercules in Cabal? I quite like it, even though it's quite simple, but it's like a very fundamental hero's journey retelling. I feel like maybe we should watch that. All right, chat. Press 1 if we should watch it at some point soon. We still have a lot of things in the queue. And to remind everyone, we are planning on doing a Lord of the Rings marathon on the 3rd. Yeah, chat likes Hercules as well. There's probably a lot of good parallels to the kind of society or the kind of person that we'd like to see in a better society in that movie. Heroism, traditional gender interactions, fighting against pure evil. And what was the guy's name? Was it James Woods? Hades is a pretty good character. Again, a good example of how the antagonist drives the story. He's the most interesting character. The antagonist will often be the most interesting character. The hero will often be the most boring. The hero is just a vessel for the viewer to pour themselves into. Most of the time, some of the time, not every time, but most of the time. It's the villain that you need to be interesting most of the time. Allmaster Horror says, Beth not be any breaks in the Lord of the Rings marathon. We are, currently the plan appears to be that no, it is just forceful all-day Lord of the Rings. And obviously extended every time I mention Lord of the Rings marathon. Someone chirps up and says extended. Will it be extended? Yes, obviously. Obviously extended. Yes, and
Does
I
anybody
suppose...
even own any copies of the non-extended versions?
I don't know. Heretics. Yes, again, I would argue that Meg from Hercules, bit of a tomboy. Maybe an early childhood crush of mine, I don't know. Invader is half chub just thinking about sheep. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. He said it, which, I don't know, maybe he does mean sheep. Cunt to you too, Invader. Petrichor says, I think Jack's tomboy detection defections are rubbing off on you. Do you think? Do you think she's not? Well, I'm open to arguments on that. She's not necessarily a sort of prime example of the tomboy category, but I think she fits.
Ed brings up a good point. If you're watching this with Wes, there will be pauses for him to talk about the movie and the lore.
Well, I assume you mean with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That is the plan. Yes, it's Cabal Lord of the Rings. If you want to just watch all of Lord of the Rings, just download them all and put them on back to back. But if you want the full Cabal experience, it will come with commentary. Invader says, no pauses, please, dear God. Perhaps we should have a frequent responses from the audience on whether they want pauses to happen, because it could become too much, of course. Petrichor says she's too feminine. One of the 2 out of 3 system: personality, interests, aesthetics. If a girl has 2 out of 3 in abundance, she's a tomboy. Since she worked for me, sure. I was never that surgical with it. Probably for me, a 1 out of 3, if that 1 is strong enough, is good enough. If to put it in those terms. Perhaps it's just because she's good at the bants, has a low voice, is confident, and is not overly feminine. Yes, she is more feminine than the average of the idealistic tomboy, the ideal of the tomboy, but she's not overly feminine. So either way, close, even if not a good match. Jade says, keep it playing and duck the audio when people comment, but then you miss the good stuff. And if people are commenting for like a few minutes, then that's probably worse than pausing it. It's too much good stuff will be missed. At that point, that is just a way of saying no commentary. Horus says, this is Wes we're talking about. You think he's not going to elaborate on the friendship of dwarf-elf relationships? Not brilliantly worded sentence there, Horus, but I think I know what you mean. Yes, it is possible that Wes will over-comment. But then that is a good opportunity for people to ping him and say, comment less or something. Like, the thing is, if you ping him and say, shut the fuck up and play the video, he, or most people, would just ignore it and think it's a hater they can find somewhere else to watch. But if you ping with something a bit more nuanced, something a bit less extreme, I know it's less funny, and it is, I understand, but it's more likely to have an effect. If you just say, at Wes, I'm fine with commentary, but can you keep it a bit more brief or something? Something like that would actually have a much better effect, I think. I think with Wes, but also with other people, but with Wes perhaps especially, but notably, don't try and pressure him into doing something different, because he will just like react against it. Whereas a lot of people would see that as bants and read the subtext of the real intent behind that, which is not as harsh as the words. Whereas, and a few other people are more likely to react repulsively to it, to just assume that it's aggression towards them and dismiss it entirely. So I think in that case, better to be more explicit with your nuance than implicit. Invader says, maybe every hour or so we have a 20-minute commentary break. We could maybe regiment breaks. Yeah, maybe. That might end up being more than we would have broken otherwise, though. AC says, we will need a rule about lore dumping that says you can't dump things that happen after the scene currently being displayed. That is good, yes. No spoilers. Even though I think probably 95% of the people that will be there have seen all of them, and about 75% of the people that have been there know them all pretty well. Could even, like, remember lines before they're said.
I mean, who's even not seen it at this point?
Yeah. It would be tough to have not seen it at this point. If anyone in live chat just hasn't seen all 3 of the Lord of the Rings movies, press 1. I am expecting at most 1 or 2 ones. Oh, Alexander hasn't seen them. Neither has Mr. Meteor. Invader says, it's still best to regiment the breaks just so we don't risk an EFAB situation, maybe. Well, Alexander and Mr. Meteor, I do hope you'll be there on the 3rd. If you genuinely haven't seen them, you are in for a treat. Yeah, Mr. Meteor, why did you say that your girlfriend hasn't seen them and then press 1, as if to imply you haven't either? Why wouldn't you just say, neither of us have seen them or something? Maybe, you know, I'm not saying you couldn't write it that way, but maybe I'm misunderstanding you. You missed it. Okay, fair enough. All right, good to hear, Alexander. Keith, the plan is to do it on the 3rd. It's not set in stone. It'll be dependent on when Wes is around, because I expect what'll happen is that Wes will put on a copy, broadcast it, and probably I will as well, which means we're going to have to keep them synced for 10 hours, but a lot of people have trouble watching copies from Wes, they get stuttery, and I want a really good experience. And I can provide a up frame rated 60 FPS experience. Now, there's advantages and disadvantages to that. The advantage is obviously the frame rate is much nicer. I prefer the higher frame rate. But the disadvantage is that you sometimes get little artifacts around areas of high movement, which don't bother me much. I prefer the frame rate with the artifacts. That's enough of a pro to offset the con. But some other people might not like that. So we'll have multiple options available. The issue is going to be keeping them synced for 10 hours. That might be a bit annoying, especially if there's frequent pauses, which is perhaps a good argument for regimenting the pause sessions instead. So we should consider that, I think. Invader says, Lord of the Rings EE drinking game. I'm not familiar with what EE means in that context. I don't know what a drinking game is.
Extended edition, I assume.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you don't need to specify that, Invader. There is no other edition. Come on. All right, let's go back to here, and we will have another vote. Vote on what we're going to do next, chat. And again, we haven't even started on news yet, but that's fine, because it's been what people have asked for. Again, for the vote, it is a 1 for articles, a 2 for memes, but I remind you that I would have to go find more memes, because you already did that, or 3 for indie games that are likely to be Christmas themed. And of course, you can vote with whatever you want as well, and we will creatively interpret whatever you vote for. This will be either the last or the second to last segment of the show. And I would also like people to put in chat, not as a reaction, but as a typed message. Press 1 if you have enjoyed the variety stream with the audience voting. Press 2 if you think I should very rarely, if never, if ever, do them. If you didn't enjoy them, if you thought they were bad. All right. I'm pleased. People like the idea. Honestly, it's nice and easy for me because it allows the content to be flexible to what the audience actually wants. It does mean that I have to prepare more different kinds of content. There is that. But usually I have memes and news anyway. And the third thing, games, it's not too difficult to find games. I can find a game by scrolling for less than 5 minutes, so that's not too bad. I don't have to prepare that, but it means that I do need to have at least some memes, at least some articles, but I almost always have that anyway. Zane is here. Oh, he's not in the chat yet. Someone tell Zane what's going on. What isn't? Good question. So no one voted that they didn't like this concept. So would there be, would it be, do you guys think that we should not necessarily always, but usually do streams with content voting like this? All right, let's have a look at what is currently winning the vote. 7 votes for games, which is cool. I'd be up for that. 4 votes for the Ahegao face. 4 votes for Megu Gun, so Megumin Gun. So something to do with Konosuba or firearms. Don't know what that would be. Articles, 5 people voting for articles. It looks like people aren't really in a very article reviewy mood today, which is, again, it's a good signal that what we should be doing is not necessarily that. Naked Invader voted that he is gay. 3 votes again for Gura for VTubers, even though we've already done that. 2 votes for a Picard facepalm. I guess we'd need to get Wes on and talk about Star Trek. 3 votes for Yuri. I'm not sure what that would be, but I'm sure we could figure it out if that did win. 3 votes for Eggplant. Are you asking me to whip out my my eggplant? Because I don't have one. I don't have any zucchinis currently, but I can prepare it for next time if you like. 3 for a crusade. Maybe we can find some elves. But no, it looks like currently the option 3, which is go find some indie games, is winning. It's usually when I put up to a vote, people don't vote for games. There is a maybe a third, maybe a quarter of the audience who really likes that, and then the rest aren't really interested. So I'm sort of surprised to see that ahead, but pleasantly surprised. So I'll close voting in about 10 seconds. If you want to vote, just scroll up to the message that has all the reactions, the message that says vote from me, and vote for whichever you like. And I will stop the voting any moment. I'll just give you a few seconds to scroll up if you didn't know it was there. 3, 2, 1. Vote's over. Gaming just got one more. So yeah, gaming comfortable lead. We'll do some indie games.
I was worried Megugan was going to win there.
Yeah,
She was rising up there.
she was, and I don't mind. Just I'm not sure what that would mean.
Well, how I interpreted it was an anime that is based on something to do with guns. That
Like-
features a lot of guns and gun lore.
Girls und Panzer, which I haven't seen, but I know of. The thing is, it's a stream. We can't just show anime. We'd have to do something stream content-y. Konosuba review, maybe? Negative. I mean, we just discuss Konosuba. Like, it didn't win, so we're not going to do that. But we could do that at some point. If people want to vote Megamin next time, well, that's fine. I don't have a great outpouring of opinions on Konosuba, but I have some we could go into. But however, the one that won was indie gaming. So this is the one that takes the most effort to set up. But it shouldn't be too difficult. So let me switch over to this. Leave that. All right. So I'm going to stick with the HTML5 game because it takes so much less setup. So if I switch over to what is on this scene, the gaming scene. All right, that one will work. So this is the gaming scene. You can see in the background the browser that we'll be using for doing this with. And I can move around the chat as per required as we go through the show. So as you can see, this is all the Christmas-themed HTML5 games. Top HTML5 games tagged Christmas. 713 results. So we're bound to be able to find something we can play in here. Now, obviously, chat, there is always the option of Get in Santa's Pants. There's even a sequel, which we played on Steam, and it wasn't very good, but maybe the first one was better. There is Santa's Pants 2, Get in Santa's Pants 2. But we can, I'm sure, have a look at some others first and also. Let's see what we find. And chat, if you see one in chat that if you see one in the background here that you really think we should play, then ping me with its name. But I will mostly be picking ones that I'm interested in. Wig, you could play Konosuba after stream. I have seen the whole thing fairly recently, and I also played the movie in Cabal recently. So I probably wouldn't join you, but I have no objection to you playing it. It's a good series. Okay, so as I mentioned, it will take some small amount of time to find a game to play here. This is the one that requires the most prep. I'm just going to click on the ones that interest me, as I mentioned. If you like Marsh, if you're up for it, you would be welcome to comment in response to some chat while I'm finding stuff.
Sure, as long as you don't mind occasionally hearing some screams in the background. But don't worry.
Is someone being murdered?
Screams of joy, you see.
I see.
Screams of joy.
I see. Good
I
cover.
promise.
Good cover. So here's a game entitled 3 Lesbians in a Winter Special.
Oh no.
I've opened it. We could have a look. It probably sucks ass. It's probably a political game that we can mock, actually, but I would like to find some games that could actually be played conceivably by a human as well. Grinch stole Santa's special hat and need to get it back. Without the hat, Santa can't deliver any presents. 2D
There's
platform.
Christmas truce over there to the right.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that now. Oh yeah, because that would be about was it World War I, I think?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, I'll open that up. Oh, that looks like a snowball fight game. That could be pretty good. Xmas Scythe Job? No idea what that means. It's in Russian, so I think I will skip. What is Senki? Ooh, a sledding. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, that kind of looks like Line Rider. You remember Line Rider?
Yeah. But that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I think it's still around, actually. A lot of legs in that game. Despite you not using the
CDDA
legs.
is not a Christmas game.
Say again, sorry?
Somebody's saying CDDA is a Christmas game. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead.
I haven't heard of it. We're just doing HTML5 games on this site for now because it takes so much less setup and it's so much less unreliable than other options. Shilgon says, no, it would be the gay game that sucks at Lesbos Eat the Rug. That is true. That is technically accurate. All right, I'll skip to actually playing in just a moment. I'm just going to find one more that looks interesting. Small Santa rhythm game. I'm not playing a fucking rhythm game. Satanic Nicholas. Big Black Santa. Another 2D platformer. Every star needs a tree. Okay, it looks like a puzzle game. We can maybe have a look at that. It probably sucks, but it might not. I'll have a quick look at that. Santa 3D. Well, we'll come back to those in a minute. So let's go through the games that we found. This game is entitled 3 Lesbians in a Winter Special by an author called Digital Poppy. Now, I'm expecting this to be slow, cringe, and pretentious. But if you'll bear with me, chat, I imagine that there will be a lot of opportunities to mock the shit out of it. All right, the game says... Oh, it's skipping without me pressing anything. Well, the game said lots of things, but I didn't fucking read them. Right, it's control to skip past text. I skipped a lot of it already, so I'm not going to bother reading the rest. Oh god, there's so much text. Right, how do I do? Oh my god, it's so bad. If you hold down the button to move, it takes at least half a second for it to continue moving, and it snaps to the grids. This is painful already. We are 4 seconds in, and I wish to die. Oh god. So, chat, I had the impression before we even started playing this that they might be leaning a bit on the lesbianism theme rather than on quality gameplay. Now, forgive me for taking such a vast leap in assumptions there, but it does appear as if I might have been slightly vindicated by the quality of the game thus far, and I will remind you again that we are about 4 seconds into the actual gameplay, so it's not looking too good. Tell you what would make it look better, though, if I move things around a bit so that you can see the interface better. Like that. There we go. So you can actually see the shitty game. Let's see if the game actually does anything. I have to spam the button. Look at that. The alignment of the character is off from the door. You're either on too far left from the door or too far right from the door. They couldn't have just aligned it with the grid. Which way do I go? Left or right? Western man. Western fucking mouse.
It seems like you have to collect the sticks.
They look collectible, but... Oh, they do. Okay, I stepped on one earlier. I didn't do anything, so never mind. She says a branch. If I were making a fire, which I'm not, this would be really useful. ... I keep feeling like I forgot something, she says. Oscar-worthy dialogue. Let's see if any of the other branches do anything different. A branch, if I were making a fire. Nope, they are the same dialogue. Thanks, Marsh. You threw me on a wild goose chase there, really wasting the stream's time. What are you? You're trying to sabotage the stream?
Clearly, you're supposed to use them to break the glass in over there.
Well, let's find out if that is actually what we're supposed to do by hitting the door. No, we are not. The branches are genuinely just boring. All right, we are in a house. Now, I will say that the art style is okay here, which leads me to believe they probably nicked it. There is a box here conveniently blocking our path. Right, we can't go that way. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's also a furry game.
Yeah.
There's a good point, Daddy Bill. 3 lesbians and a pentagram.
Yeah, and a pentagram. Yeah, I was about to point that out.
So yes, it's a fur-fag lesbian game, as Jack has for once successfully put it. Even 8-Bit Picky is turned off. Trixie, I was worried you'd gotten lost. That would have been a shame. Nikita Tisk. The cottage is comfortably warm, like walking into a cozy metaphorical bed. This is painfully bad dialogue. Middle-class decor hands cheerily from the walls. This sucks.
What's middle-class decor?
I mean, it's not like it doesn't make sense. It's just very pretentious, or like they think that their shallow description has much more depth than it actually does because it's political or something like that. The smell of cinnamon permeates the air like a mouth-watering miasma, it says. Nikita's probably been baking. That girl loves cinnamon twirls almost as much as she loves toffee. I don't fucking care. Is it a video game? I suppose it's probably not, actually. I doubt that by Total Biscuit's definition of a video game, which is express or implied failure state, I doubt it counts. It's probably just a walking simulator and story purveyor. So far, I have no reason to care about any of these characters, or anything in this game. This is someone that wanted to make a particular, like, they wanted to make a game with a particular thing in it and didn't think at all about plot. They just thought about, okay, well, we'll have this thing in it, therefore I shall make a house to put this thing in, and when they go in, they will be told about what's in the house. It's more that they've set up a simulator for this thing, but of course, by doing so, it's not an interesting narrative experience. Now, I'm saying this almost sight unseen. There's not much has happened yet, but it's going that way so far. If you want to make a narrative game, put a good narrative in it. If you want to make a game with good gameplay, use good simulation for the gameplay, and arguably also for the narrative, depending on the kind of game you're making. But don't make a simulation, don't make a fucking exhibit, and then try to get me involved into the narrative. At that point, it's just a digital museum, and I don't fucking need to go to a museum. There are some good museums, but this ain't fucking it. The main character says, "Sorry girls, I got a little lost on the way here. Have sex, but don't let me watch because it's furry, so why am I even playing this game?" To criticize it, there you go. I found a reason. One rural woodland path looks a lot like the other when it's dark. The reason I mention have sex is because if you're going to put lesbians in the title, then you are kind of making it about their sexuality. You're appealing to that in people. So it's kind of like the going on to 4chan and saying that you're a girl. All right, the only reason you'd be doing that is for the benefits, the social benefits of saying that. Therefore, give us what is the corollary of that social benefit, the tits or GTFO. She says it should not be dark at 5 o'clock. Yes, it should, it's winter. The writing didn't need to get, like, this much worse. It was already bad in every other way. But now she's saying things that don't even make sense.
Clearly, she doesn't live somewhere south. I mean, or somewhere
Is she living
north.
in the fucking North Pole or something? It's not supposed to get dark here. It should be bright at midnight. Which it is, as far as I know, in the North Pole. She says, "I'm glad I found you eventually, though. I'm kind of like really excited to spend Snowmas with you this year, Tabby." Has anyone else noticed something about one of the words that they have chosen to use in this dialogue? Marsh, perhaps you have noticed the word that I have also noticed.
Oh, well, gee, I wonder. Perhaps it's something to do with the pentagram.
Yes, I think it might have a connection, you know? Yes, they have chosen to use Snowmas, and they probably have done that for the exact same reason that the stereotypical revulsion at Happy Holidays has been going on for years. It is also done. Back when I was more so on the left, I always thought it was a bit silly. Like, yeah, it is Christmas. People should say Christmas, but it doesn't really matter. People can say Happy Holidays if they like. There are other celebrations around that time, and you know that's fine. We can have other celebrations. It might even be a bit like rude on an individual level to say Merry Christmas to someone who doesn't celebrate it. But things have changed since then. The importance of culture has become much clearer, both to me and to the entire culture, the entire civilization, all those of us that have any sense. And so, no, at this point, Christmas cheer is mandatory. I don't care what religion you are, you're in the Christmas nations. And so this is probably part of that same thing. And you too, Nikita... ... I guess. Nikita ignores Trixie's snide remark, We are literally 5 minutes into the dialogue, and the lesbians are already being massive women with each other. I'm glad I played this game, because it sucks ass in exactly the right ways to mock relentlessly. She has come to feel over the last few months of ever more affectionate bickering. The fox woman says, "Where did you put the firewood? Outside? The what? Oh, look. Marsh presciently predicted that those branches that were very obviously laid there as active objects are now going to be needed. But we had to go inside to confirm that we needed wood in this lesbian relationship before then going outside to find the sticks. She hasn't got any, she's forgotten to bring it, I told you she would." So the character forgets even though the player didn't. Even though the player can remind the character as many times as they want by stepping on the sticks, the character refuses to remember. Ginger says press 1 to skip. Are you not enjoying the criticism, Ginger? Because the game is not enjoyable, but surely the mockery is enjoyable. But yes, of course, you guys are welcome to press 1 to skip if you're not enjoying either. We have a few other games that we can try. I didn't forget to bring it. She says, "I forgot to buy it." Ugh, oh Trixie, there's usually plenty of deadwood lying around outside. This time of year, it shouldn't take you too long to find some. Now, the most unrealistic thing about this game so far is not the fact that they're furry women. It's not the fact that the movement is rigidly tile-based. It's not whatever else. The most unrealistic thing about this game so far is that a group of women are moving towards doing something practically beneficial, i.e. gathering firewood. Even though no one has done it yet, they have just bickered about who is supposed to do it and scoffed at the fact it hasn't been done yet. The fact that women are moving in the direction of doing something useful is the most unrealistic thing about this game so far. However, we are about to find out that it takes the player, who is probably, or at least in this case is male, to actually do something practical. It might be a little wet, says the furry lesbian, not perceiving what else that could possibly mean, but whatever, I'll sprinkle some petrol on it. Wow, kinky girls. I guess they are furries. Perhaps the petrol is appropriate though, because with enough petrol and friction from rugs rubbing, maybe they can set themselves on fire and cure the world of a malady. Trixie takes a moment to respond. Her brain is reeling from Nikita not taking this opportunity. Oh my god! Shut the fuck up! Stop being such a massive woman! The bitchy one says there's plenty enough deadwood here already, and now that Trixie has arrived, she can practically hear the whine in her whiny little voice. This is pain. You see, they are spending a lot of extra time bickering about not getting the firewood, but no one's getting the firewood. Trixie is almost sad she doesn't. She actually kind of appreciates Nikita's jerk-ass sense of humor. Sometimes, it says. Oh sure, I can do that, says the pussy one that is the player. The fox one says, there's no rush, Trixie, warm yourself up inside for a while, take a look at the decorations Nikita's making. She's been so eager to pretty the place up. Is that why there's a pentagram? Nikita blushes, she doesn't want Trixie to know it's her who wants to decorate the cottage. Not after the last month of her insisting Snowmas is stupid and not even a real holiday. Well, it isn't. Are you suffering as well, Marsh?
Especially that last piece of dialogue.
Alright, chat. Press 1 if you're suffering. Press 2 if the suffering is so much that you wish to decease or move on to the next game. Everyone will press 1, but the 2s is what I'm really interested in. You can press 1 and 2. I will take that as a 2. Yeah, alright. People are voting. This game has right royally failed as a video game of any interest. The only interesting thing that we were able to do with it was mock the shit out of it. Moving rapidly on. Now for a much more interesting video gaming experience. Agent Claus. Throughout your time delegating work to the elves, some felt mistreated. Too fucking bad. Because of this, they decided to steal your hat and work with the government. It's fucking time. Put on the fucking barbute. The white and pink cross
Elves.
engraved barbute. It's time for a fucking crusade. Okay,
Elves working with the government. Oh boy.
yeah. It's a fucking winning combination for a genocide, I tell you what. The game description goes on, it's time to get it back. It won't be easy since the doors have been locked with the magic of elf hats. You will need to use your blowgun and tranquilizer darts. Kill them to knock them unconscious and take their hats while sneaking past all of the guards. There's a snake meme here somewhere. Get your hat and save Christmas. For the best experience, download the Windows executable. It may lag in the browser. Yes, for the best experience on Windows, download the Windows executable, but I'm not on Windows. So let's see if we can get the browser version working okay. Now, can we do the following? Kind of, yeah. The window's a bit fucked up, but it looks like it might work. It might work anyway. All right, it's an FPS. All right, let's do it. The game is actually not lagging. It's really okay. The movement is very floaty. I'm spending a lot of time moving before stopping. It's very dark. It's actually very dark, and the movement is very floaty. It's kind of a problem. Using Star Trek sound effects for the doors. The mouse movement's a bit shit as well. It's a bit like jittery. And it expects perfection. I did actually click, but just a moment too late, I guess. All right, let's try again. I guess the game expects you to know where the enemies are before you. Wait, what's the controls? I did click then. What is the control? It's not left click. It's not right click. It's not space. Control is duck. It's Z. Yeah, perfect for a first-person shooter using Z to fire. That is literally about the worst choice they could possibly have chosen. Can anyone think of a worse choice for the shoot button in an FPS than Z?
Enter.
No, you can use a second hand for enter. Z, I either have to have a hand beneath my movement hand, or I have to use the same hand, but then I can't fucking aim. This is, I'm having to use my thumb to shoot. This is going to be painful. And it didn't work. Okay, we'll try one more time. And instant. Oh, okay, I have to wait for it to charge. So wait here for it to charge. It's now charged. And immediately fire. I hit him, he ran away. My god, this game sucks. This is not a technical problem. I shot him! He didn't do anything.
I wonder if you're just supposed to avoid the guards.
I think you are, but you have blow darts. Like this, the problems with this game,
I guess.
The main issue with this game is not technical. It's not that it's badly made. It is badly made. The problem is that the person that made it is a retard. They could have all the skill for programming and actual development and even asset creation that they wanted, but they are actually retarded, so the game design, the playability is abysmal. What a shocking disappointment. Day ruined. No opportunity to genocide the elves. I'm greatly upset. I'm not playing that again. That is terrible. Right, we're now playing Christmas Truce. Now, I have high hopes that this one might be better. It seems like this one is probably a snowball fight simulator, which is cool. I think I expect to enjoy it. There was a game, and I can't remember what it was called, but there was a game that I or my dad or something played on PC or Mac or whatever we had back then when I was very young, which was a snowball fight game, and it was good. And I never found any game that was as simple and satisfying again. And this could be a good setting for it, honestly. So let us input the correct name of Fagdick, and then, oh, it's multiplayer. let's host them. We have some people here. Come and join me, chat. Right, host game. Players in lobby, Fagdick, you. I can start game or I can leave lobby, and there's lots of options too. Invite players using this link. All right, here is the link. Join me for the snowball fight. Game time, 3 minutes. I'll tell you. Well, we'll go with default settings for now. Let's see if anyone let's see if anyone joins us. I don't know if it's going to work. Technically speaking, we'll find out. Come on, chat. Come do a snowball fight with me in World War One, in the World War One battlefield. It'll be fun. Hey, we got someone. We got Vel. Is that Velicus? We got Marsh. We got 8-Bit Picky. It's actually working. My goodness. Unbelievable. We got Ebb as well. Nice. Let's and Petrichor. This is actually going quite well. Let's go with this. And Ebb Sanig. The fuck is that? Well, we'll find out because that's now it appears to be full. Let's go.
I think it's called Ebbs and Nig.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, we don't need this open anymore. Okay, cool. Ow. Okay, so you can get back in the trench. Oh shit, there's a blizzard. What does that do? It hurts. Stay away from the blizzard. All right, so I can throw snowballs. Can I gather? I guess I can gather snowballs from patches of snow. This. What click do I use for that? Or is it just, do I just throw snowballs? Is there nothing else to the game? E? Space, Q? I don't know. Big snow patch there. Oh. The hell?
Oh. How did we win?
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna start again. My character just jumped into the blizzard and died? I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out what the key is for gathering more snow, if that is even a mechanic that matters. There's quite a lot of battlefield here. There's more than I thought there was. Where is everyone else? There's lots of players here, but I don't see anyone. I see someone. Ebb, are you on my... Ebb Zanig, are you on my team? I can't tell. It looks like we can't hit each other. Maybe we just have to keep moving forward away from the oncoming blizzard. Maybe that's the game. I'm hitting Ebb Zanig here, but it's not doing anything. Oh. I've been hit by something. What does space do? Space is swapping view to different people? Oh, is one of us on the artillery?
Okay, yeah, I was playing artillery.
Right.
And I was supposed to just shoot you guys with a big ball.
I see. So it's not a snowball fight game, but it is an interesting concept. It's asymmetrical multiplayer. All right, so just keep going rightwards. All right, let's try again. Let's give one more person a chance to join because there's one more slot. I will post the link again. Join. One more person should join, and if we don't get one in the next minute or two, then I will just continue anyway. So yeah, it's
One thing too, when you're in the trench, you're invisible to the artillery.
That's what I assumed. Yeah. All right, we got one. Ginger has joined. Let's go. Oh, you can actually scroll down. You actually have lots and lots of players. We could get loads of players in this. This might actually be something that we can come back to. Game frozen. Game appears to have frozen on my end, which is not good. Because I'm the host. It's not the browser that's frozen, it's just the game. Yeah, pretty much, Doughty Bill. Game frozen. Alright, I'll reset it. We'll try again. I'll have to give you another invite, everyone. I will actually just use Uzlu this time. host game, and copy the link. New link to the game is in chat. Oh, I think I fucked that up actually. There we go. All right, hop into the game. So you can change to more than one artillery player. Infantry revive, interesting. Okay. Infantry climb time. Yeah, this game has legs actually. This has potential. Oh God, Jack's in here. All right, we'll go in about 10 seconds. We got Java. We got Invader. No sheep in this game, sorry, buddy. Chilgon. All right, let's see if there's one more. It's a reliable way to make Invader shout obscenities in the chat, honestly. All right, let's go. Command game.
Perhaps if you have too many people, it just freezes.
Maybe. We did have more people this time than than the first time when it worked. Froze for you guys. All right, let's try it again. But oh, it's frozen now for me as well. Let's try it again, but I will press. I'll do a Control F5 just in case, and I will press play once we get a full list of players that doesn't scroll down, because that's what we had the first time. So, Mizlu, host game. Here is the link, and I will go when there's like 5, maybe 6 players. So hop in quickly, first come, first serve. You might be the artillery, you never know. Or alternatively, we could get someone else to host it if it maybe is a problem on my end. All right, let's go with that. Oh, okay, it's working. Yes. All right, it looks like maybe it does fuck up if there's too many players. So we just fucking go. Oh shit! Yeah, it's the big snowballs. That's what we're trying to avoid. Stay in the trenches, my fellow soldiers. So who was the artilleryman this time? What kind of view do they have? Ah shit, Eb has been hit. Let's see if I can free him. Is it? Oh, they got him. Cool, there's no information beyond that, but let's go again. Alright, and once again infantry. I think the drum sound might be when he gets a shot. It might just be ambience. So a strat here would be to move around unpredictably, I think. To do a lot of vertical movement, even though, of course, your objective is to do horizontal movement. Oh, you got him again. Shit, I guess I'm being too strategic. I'm trying to survive. You guys are just fucking booking it. Oh, I'm the artillery now. Nice. Okay, so there is a delay. That's a miss. Oh, that was close. Of course, the closer they get to me, the easier it is to hit them. Oh, got one. It's close. I got several of you. But yeah, 2 or 3 got through. Bro, I'm kind of liking this game. Alright, so ice actually makes you move faster, so using the ice is good, but it locks you into one direction. Oh, Marsh has a penguin skin. Marsh, how have you achieved this feat? Whoever's artillery, I have a feeling that you're aiming for me. Oh, we got him. I managed to get to the end this time. So this is a pretty cool game.
Seems you just randomly get penguins.
I think I had penguin while I was
Perhaps it's people
artillery.
who've won? I don't know.
Say again, sorry?
Perhaps it's people who've taken out the artillery. Oh no!
Maybe. Yeah. See what it's- Yeah, it seems like the strategy in this game is take risks. But of course then that happens. So you just gotta get lucky. Now, I think there is a way to release me, but I don't know what it is. There might be a button or something. Oh shit. Artillery won. It's a shame it doesn't tell you who won, though. Just which team won. I'm gonna try and free Java. I have no idea how. Oh, it's hold down E. Java, you are free. Whoever's artillery is aiming at me even though I'm at the back. Ah, they're not anymore. I'm gonna free 8-bit. Maybe a white knight.
Close.
Ah, never mind. Nice, that was I got to the end as well. At some point I will hit the artillery. Avel is just going for the high risk strategy. Just maximize speed, which probably is the correct strat. Ah, shit. I've been hit. But of course, then it does make you more susceptible to being hit if you maximize speed. Like that, for example. Java, leave us. Go ahead, man. Finish the job. Ah.
Got him.
Yeah, right now I am repeatedly trying the high risk, high speed strat, which is not the best way to survive, but it's probably the strategy that makes it most likely to get a win. Or a hit, anyway, on the artillery. But it may not be the best way to actually win, overall. But I've been doing the high survival strat mostly so far. Hey, I actually got there first. Hey, there we go! Yes, I was correct. Alright. Should I have the penguin now? I don't have the penguin, sadly. Maybe the one person has the penguin who has killed the artillery the most times or something in the lobby. Oh, maybe the Santa hat is for killing the artillery. Is there anyone in here who has the Santa hat on who has not killed the artillery before? Airb and 8-bit have it. Nice. All right, I'm artillery.
We could have more artillery, since we seem to be getting pretty good at reaching them.
Yeah, probably. It's difficult to judge the timing. Damn, that was close. Ooh. Fuck. Well, I got 3 of them.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Ebb says Red Hat is survive 1 round, Penguin is 2. Cool. I was not a million miles off there, but one of you got through. Oh shit! I think whoever just hit me was aiming for someone else. Thank you, Ebb. Tales of your heroism will ring through the halls of Valhalla, etc., etc.
Go, Vel. You first. Good rush there towards the end, lads.
This actually kind of echoes the mechanics of the over the top in World War II. World War I, sorry. A little less impassioned, a bit more fun, but that's okay.
No.
Rescued. Nice. Let's indeed, as suggested, add 1 more artillery. Oh, I have Penguin. Badass. Oh shit. Okay, artillery not fucking around. More strategy required, folks. We may need to go for a more survival-oriented approach this time. And we may need to actually free each other more. Ah, shit. Kittler, get back here. We need your help. Move around. Don't stay in the same place. Ah, shit.
Hey, got
It's going to be tough to get even 1 win with 2 artillery. But we'll keep trying until we get it.
Oh, nice. Me again.
Well, you're too good at this game.
Perhaps I'm just a born artilleryman.
Don't both of you do it! Fucking Jesus. That was never gonna work.
Who's left?
Get back in the trench after that. Good man. Alright.
Oh, sneaky fuckers.
Ebb, songs of your victory will ring through the halls of Valhalla.
Oh no, there's a time limit too.
Yeah, there is, yep. Ah, fuck.
The trenches will not keep you safe.
No, I've discovered myself as well that they are only sight restricting. They are not actually, protection. Kittler, get back here. You need me.
Come on, who's left? Oh, nice snipe. Oh no. Come on, all right, let's...
I told you you needed me, Kittler. Once more, unto the breach, gentlemen.
Oh boy, I'm
that lady?
infantryman today.
Mm-hmm. In the rank and file with the rest of us, are you? I'm not sure if the trees provide cover. Does anyone happen to know that?
Not as far as I know.
Ooh, that was close. That was close too. So was that one. I feel like there might be a slight propensity for people to aim at me. Oh shit. That didn't look like it hit me. Okay, you're not gonna be able to free me. I'm on ice.
Yeah.
If you can get 8-bit, go for it, but otherwise move on.
Oh, damn it. It's so risky to pick someone up.
Shit, Vel is almost, he's almost got it. Oh.
I think we can increase the reload time.
A noble attempt there, Val.
Make it
Increasing
more
reload
balanced.
time, maybe, yeah. I don't know, I kind of like how difficult it is right now. We're almost getting it.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, I'm artillery. God, the delays, the fact that it's so variable makes it very difficult to work with. I think I've hit 3 of you there, haven't I? That was very close. Okay, what's left? Go on. Who's my fellow artilleryman then?
Oof.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow.
Nice.
Shit, that
Two
was
of
very
us managed
close.
to get them.
Oh shit, I'm artillery again.
Oh, damn it.
Whoa, what the hell? I checked next to me. There was no one there. I guess you were in a trench.
Oh,
They stuck through.
very sneaky. Oh no. Oh no.
I saw that.
Oh no, Kittler.
It's very, very close. I almost got it. Ebb, tales of your heroism will be sung in the halls of Valhalla. Yes, Ebb! That was very close, but you got it.
No, motherfuckers.
They would have got me, Marsh, if I was freeing you then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Alright, Kitley, you want to give it a try? Or is Marsh fucking doomed? Oh, you got him. Shit, run, boys. Over the top. Oh shit, we're hit. Oh no, I got hit. One of you was on defense, weren't you? You sly bastards. Yes. Good job, Marsh.
One distraction. And one
God damn, this is a
got in there.
really good game.
Oh shit. Damn.
You get hit,
Good job, I
Marsh?
hope. Yeah. All right. They're paying attention. Oh my god, what happened here? Poor lads.
Ah, fuck. I was hoping to juke it. Yeah, that was not a great idea.
I got greedy though. Oh, damn it. No. Get out of there, Kittler. You're not going to make it. Oh.
Which one of you fuckers is aiming for me? Ah. Yeah. I'll tell you, he's actually got eyes.
That's because I'm one of them.
Ah.
Ooh, lucky shot. Ice is fun, but it's like, oh boy, you don't want to overuse that. Oh shit, they're close. Oh, nice.
That was close. Arab?
Oh, Val, you're not gonna make it. Get out of here. Oh shit. Oh, good thing they can't aim for shit.
If anyone is in this game and wants to join voice, ping me in the Discord live chat room.
Oh.
Oh no, 8-bit. Reed, 8-bit, you're in, by the way. You're in the lobby, in the voice room.
Well, hello.
I'm just trying to juke you.
Cool. Oh shit, lucky shot. Yeah.
That last shot I
Oh,
fired,
let's go
it was
through that
very
time.
close. It looked like it should have hit. But never mind.
I
You
think
there,
like
8-bit?
4 of us got through there.
The late lever got very unlucky. And so did their friend.
Over the top, go. Ooh.
Hey, yes!
Oh. That was quick.
That last shot was me. I'm proud of myself. Oh shit, I'm back to artillery. Oh, not artillery, sorry. Infantry. I expect, chat, this is what we're going to do for the rest of the stream. You hadn't guessed already. Fuck. Kittler, lightning's never going to strike 3 times, buddy. Come on.
I was trying to run interference by just running forwards.
And in the same place, you idiots! Good dodge, Java. Good thing he didn't hit you there. Oh, perfect. My ruse worked. A good thing he didn't hit you either, Marsh. Fuck. My ruse failed. Just a few, jeez. Ah, fuck.
Come on, bottom one just got a couple lives left.
Oh shit, that might do it. Oh, it was a draw.
Oh,
he got him just after.
That was definitely a draw.
Yeah, that counts as a draw. The game says it. I mean, to be fair, artillery won first. That's very, very close to a draw. Hey, but you've asked to be put in the room, but you've not said anything yet. Are you muted? Without being aware of it?
Sorry, I was muted.
That's right. What do you think of this game?
It's really alright. It's better than watching a dialogue of furry lezzies.
Yes, I think it is. Ah, fuck. I mean, good thing he missed.
But when I get picked as artillery, it's very glitchy on my end.
Oh, is it?
Good, Kittler, run. Don't mind us.
You know what,
Kittler,
Kittler? One-man
give us-
army. Yes, good man, Kittler. Run out the front of that trench like you're doing right now.
Just save Uzlu, but just keep going. The blizzard's gonna come in.
Damn it.
Oh,
I was trying to...
It's for real this time. Just go. Just fucking go.
The hopes of an empire are on your shoulders, Kittler. You must not fail us. Ah.
Oh shit, he actually made it there.
Yeah, you got right to the end. All right, I'm going to give opportunities for one more person to join. Oh, Java is in. Okay, well, that was the person asking. The reason that we're not having lots of people, just as many people as can fit in the room, is because it crashes when there's too many. By the way, 8-bit, I can hear myself vaguely through your mic.
oh, so sorry.
Sorry.
I don't get why you guys are such fans of the ice. What a slaughterhouse.
Of course, I'm a noob at this because I'm from Florida.
You'll see.
Nice.
We'll play a game about alligators and she'll suddenly be godlike at it.
Lake of death right there.
That was very luckily timed.
Oh no. Oh,
Hey.
fuck. Nice jukes.
Honestly, I think this is one of those games where, you know, I've mentioned before that Harmful Opinions would often find these games that ended up being popular among the big streamers years later. I think this is one of those games where give it a year, maybe a bit less, and they'll all be playing this. But you heard about it here first, chat. Marsh, look how they missed me. Look how many times they missed me. Marsh, you're skiing all over the lake you told us not to ski on.
I didn't tell you not to, but it's just like, you know, there are good ways to ski on it.
We got it.
It's not about whether or not you ski on the lake, it's whether or not you do it well.
I see.
You must master the ice level.
Hey. Second winner's artillery. Oh, I just about got him. I think I just hit 3 of them. Jeez, how was there anyone left?
It's Ebb.
It is Ebb.
Go, Ebb, go!
Oh,
Fuck.
8-bit. We won.
Yep.
I got so many right at the end there. Shit, I'm penguin mode now. Unstoppable. Literally, the artillery shots will just bounce off my glorious penguin form. Oh, except that one. Which somehow hit both of us. Shame there's no one here to help.
Yeah, shame. Didn't even see me.
Perfect. Our plan that we organized before the game, Marsh, worked perfectly. We served as the distraction while you snuck in ahead.
It's the perfect strategy of just fuck your friends. Go ahead.
Why does the wind sound effect sound like a panther sound effect they've slowed down?
No, leave me, Marsh.
It's a hard decision to make every time. Oh no. Oh no. It's the lake. The lake of death. Ah, God damn it.
Okay, forget it. Damn it, Java, no! Thank you, Java. Oh, I gotta hurry up.
Appreciate the sentiment, 8-bit. God damn it. Well, if anyone feels like helping me, I'm south right at the beginning.
Oh! Oh no!
Good thing no one bothered to stop helping me. No one bothered to stop and help me, otherwise we might be delayed, bunched up, and such. Ah, shit.
So what do you say about being bunched up?
Oh no!
Uzlu, go!
I don't think I can reasonably help you guys.
Go, Uzlu!
Oh, here he comes. Oh, he's juking. But there's that choke.
Oh, God damn it. That one almost hit me.
Here we go.
Yes, Eb. Jump over the fence and save me. Good man. You got a good position. Aha! Fooled!
Oh no! Oh, that was a distraction.
Oh no!
Sneaky buggers.
South is on 2, Vel. Ah, close.
All right. mean, good thing I dodged that.
Oh no, it appears our opponent has got wise to our strategies. Yeah, good thing we're leaving you guys alone to perish and suffer in those heaps that were shot at you, and not saving you after the enemy is distracted. God damn it.
Oh my god, I
shit.
won!
Holy shit.
Nice one.
Ah, nice.
Dude, Silent has made a cool meme. Look at this. It's a Cabal snowball fight.
Oh.
That's awesome.
It's a masterpiece.
It is. Let's put that in culture immediately. That was Silent, wasn't it? Just make sure. I know I just said it. Yes, it was. All right, so I think I'm going to wrap up the stream there, chat. But you can run games with this as much as you like. We could even make this a regular event of Cabal. This game is great. So thank you for joining me, everyone. And thank you for helping me to test this new concept of doing the voting on content. I think I'll do this again. As for now, I will wrap up. And people probably will continue playing this if they want. I was currently the host, but someone else should start a new game, post a link, go into one of the events rooms after the stream, something like that. Maybe you'll be able to get a game going that has more than the 5 or 6 players that I was able to get into a single game. That'd be good. Thank you for all my guests, including currently 8-Bit and Marsh. And thank you for snowball fighting with
Good
me.
game.
It was a good game. I like your sweater, 8-Bit.
Yeah, you like my Let It Snow?
Let tits now. I mean, it's wonderful.
That's weird, Marsh. You appeared to mispronounce snow there. You said snow. I wonder why you did that.
Oh, I see. Let it snow. Okay, I read that it's completely different, of course.
Although there is another interpretation that blew up on the internet. I don't think it's appropriate to say it.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I
people are
expect
just too
people have
innocent
figured
for
it
that.
out.
Nah, see, people are just too innocent, man. You just can't.
Maybe they are. I'm sure that Wes, who is currently in voice, has not figured out what it was, because he is just such an innocent little flower. Right. With that statement, I shall end. Thank you for joining me. I shall do this again soon. See you next time.